Hello, wherever and whenever you are, be you in the new cult or not. And welcome back to QuestJunkiesUK. Welcome back to Phandelver and below as we rejoin our heroes after quite a break away, as we were off enjoying some goblin punks last time that those of us were here. Just your average little grant you one shot. You know, the embodiments, the believing into existence of a of a new goblin fire god.
Don't act like you've never done it.
Great.
Hey, Voltaria, thank you for coming in with that inspiration for Lair. Crystal.
Thank you.
Now you've got all the crystals.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all. Good to see everyone in chat. Welcome everyone. Hey, Mitch, Danny, Warrior, Voltaria again. Thank you. Good to have you all here. Chook. Yes, indeed. The cry goes out. Oh, and one for Grunt as well. Voltaria, you have too many dream pies.
Nice.
Or not enough. Thank you.
Distinctly less now, I hope. Which one would that be? Crystal. This one. Boom. Thank you very
Dream
much.
pies, best pies.
Sounds tasty.
Nom, 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 nom. Okay, so, difference. We are back here in the world of Phandelver and below. Our highly adapted version of this new outing, recycled part new outing from Wizards of the Coast, and we are happy to be back with these fine adventurers, depicted in the most part, 75% depicted by the fabulous Emma City art. Sorry, Perry.
I was depicted and then I died.
You did, yeah. If you want Emma City art,
Now you're just picted.
look, when you can keep them alive, you can have nice things. Remember, okay?
Oh.
Okay. Shout out to the fabulous
You
Emma.
killed me.
Oh yeah.
You'll live. Or not.
Oh, did I miss
Oh,
one for
live
Perry?
on.
Oh, thank you, Voltaria. Sorry, Perry too.
Thank you.
Look at that.
Appreciate it.
Everyone has a crystal, except little me.
Will I
Which
get
is-
We'll make some rolls.
Oh.
You already had one.
Yes.
The privileged few. Okay. So yes, that means that all of you have an advantage should you wish to use it. Laia also has a disadvantage. And no coming up with I make a perception check to look at this tree. Just to get
You
rid
know
of it.
what? I'd like to check if this if the ground is healthy. Meditate check on
Yeah,
the
it doesn't
ground.
look
Can we
healthy at
do
all.
a farming check or a soil check?
Also,
Is it Stardew
quick,
Valley?
quick reminder,
Yeah.
Runt is... no, it's okay, Voltaire. Runt is also accompanied by his mote of long rest.
Ooh.
What's a moat? Like a halo?
Like a
or-
little mote of light, yeah.
Oh, well, I was gonna
Oh.
say it's like water around a castle, but
I was thinking that too, but I was like, there's no way he's
different spelling,
he's
different
got
spelling.
he is the castle.
And Laia and Soleil are currently under the effects of Disney Princess. Which is why, as you make your way through the forest with a goblin king slung unconscious across the back of his previous pet, the direwolf, who you, with your princess abilities, have come to know is called Reginald. He's like, "Hi, lady."
Reginald.
Oh, I love Reg so much.
The group of you are making your way south again through the forest as you have escaped. You can hear the sounds of turmoil and goblin punks doing all sorts of silly things behind you as the Cragmore clan devolves into chaos at the loss of their king and the other bugbears and folks that were barely keeping order in that castle up there. And you're making your way south once more with a certain dwarven prospector in your safekeeping as you have saved Gundren from his imprisonment and are heading back to town where he will let you know the location of one Wave Echo Cave. A location that you are very interested in because you have discovered that Laia Castell's previous arcane teacher has fallen, I was going to say to the dark side, but no, it's worse. to the far side. No,
Mhm.
Gary Larson jokes. She's just pushing on a pull door for all eternity. She has fallen to the far side as she has certain boons and presents given to them from certain otherworldly beings that are assisting her in her pursuit of power. As she gave them the sacrifice of her rival wizard in town, who was forced to petrify himself before going through the complete process of ceramorphosis and becoming a mind flayer. You, in your research of their quarters, in their hideaway in the town of Phandelver, discovered that they are hunting for shards of a shattered obelisk, the titular shattered obelisk, no less. And they have discovered other presences, other aspects of these obelisk shards that they seem to be collecting for nefarious purposes. Located at nearby spots of interest: Old Owl Well, Thunder Tree, Wyvern Tor. The mention of Thunder Tree caused Soleil, one without memories of their childhood, one of two, as our shadow goblin friend there also does not have memories of those formative years. Perhaps the reason they formed such a bond in their night shifts at the graveyard. Soleil had memories triggered by this mention of Thunder Tree. Screams and flames, fire and pyroclastic flow. Perry, actually, am I remembering right? It was Perry that found out, or was it Kleb that found out about Thunder Tree?
I think it was Perry. I think Kleb was already dead.
It was Perry, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Because that was like 2 sessions ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before
think-
we got to the Kragma.
Yeah.
So, Perry Trivia, talking with the retired drow adventurer back in Phandelver, discovered that he had been working in this area to prevent a mind flayer colony taking root, insidious infection in the land. Many years ago, centuries ago, the first in his younger adventuring days had been when they had successfully mind-controlled various tribe folk in the area, including Perry Trivia's ancestors. And they had come surging through, rampaging and pillaging throughout the area, destroying the previous iteration of Phandelver and causing the magnificent Wave Echo Cave to be lost to time. A similar obelisk that had been used in those mind control experiments had been discovered in Thunder Tree. And in our drow adventurer and his adventuring band's efforts to destroy it and save the region once more, they accidentally triggered the bubbling, rumbling anger of nearby Mount Hottenau, and the volcano exploded, wiping Thunder Tree off the map. And it is this that Soleil has witnessed visions of. What is the connection there? Will they be able to find these other obelisk shards before the spider gets their evil clutches on them? The spider, who is currently ensconced at Wave Echo Cave, having found out from our dwarven prospector friend its location, stealing his map away. What has happened to Gundren's brothers, as he is one of triplets who discovered the location of the cave once more, hoping to reopen it and invigorate Phandelver's economy once more? And where will our adventurers go? what will be their first port of call as we return to Phandelver and below the shattered Obelisk.
I just don't like change.
I really hope we cut back into that. I don't want to. I don't like
Bring
change.
back Windows XP.
Like, we just
I
don't like
am
change.
scared of change.
Yeah. Windows 10 ain't broke. Why would I get a new Windows? My
You
Windows
guys are
work
talking
fine.
about Windows? I'm just talking about
Just
change
tape
in
it up,
general.
it's fine.
Okay,
My dad drove with a garbage bag for days. Never had Windows.
difference. You travel through the forest, and I think is there anything you want? Unless there's anything you want to do on the way, I think we can smash cut back to the village.
Yeah. Just to confirm, we did grab Sildar's things in
Yeah.
the earlier mess before. Okay, perfect. Then yeah, Laya would just be looking at everyone and looking at Gudrun in particular. Well, that was terribly planned, but we survived, and I'm a little bit proud of us. You know?
Yeah, next time we should scope out the surroundings more.
Yes. I think we get too excited.
Bit of excitement. Just do it sensibly.
That's
too old to be
that's the
rushing
part we
into
need.
goblin
That
camps.
part, the sensible part.
Yeah, I think you're rubbing off on me too much, Naya. But yeah, I agree.
Or too little. Listen, if we still got Sildar's armor, rescued Gundren, I mean, I call that a success either way you look at it. Do we need to spend 5 hours looking at the exterior of how these bricks formed in 200 years before we were born? No. Do we need to go into the castle, rescue Gundren, and get Sildar's armor? Absolutely. I don't see what the problem is. If it works,
Ideally,
plan.
next time we make it work, but we do it a little bit safer.
Well, you know, not the 5 hours and scoping out the historical architecture, but
Maybe just
maybe
go around,
a
check
1 hour
ruins.
scoping.
Just a quickie then.
Well,
Yeah, maybe just do like a once around.
appreciate all of your heroics, and I could not have survived much longer between the bickerings of those two. And he kind of reaches up and like scruffles Reginald's neck. He's like, I could have sworn this one was going to eat me at any moment, but it seems to have. It's like you've really connected with him.
He's lovely, really.
It's a
What's-
wonderful little
What's
one.
what's he saying, lady?
He's saying how he's very happy to be friends with you,
No,
and that he's very grateful.
all
for
I
your
wanted was for someone to take the time to say hello.
Well, now you'll have plenty of people that'll take the time to say hello. And even, how are you?
Hey, John, technical question. When she's doing Disney Princess, is she speaking common and we're like hearing her speak common, or is she just making
I'm
sound
growling.
noises?
If we're going,
I am growling.
Okay.
I
spoke
think
about
I
this
leave it
last
to I think
time,
I leave it to the
didn't we?
player each time because
Okay.
I think like canonically like the Disney princesses just talk at the animals, right? And they understand.
Yeah.
So yeah, for the sake of
It is funnier if
the
she's
film.
growling.
yeah. But yeah, hopefully it's just like for preference.
You act out that scene for us?
an excruciating detail, please.
You just have to do the dubs.
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to next week when you both lose Disney Princess and he starts getting ignored again.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well, we can leave him with Darren.
Rippy.
Darren? We can leave him with Darren.
We're just, you know what, guys? abandon the entire campaign. Let's begin a pet adoption service.
Petting zoo
Yeah.
campaign. Petting
Who wants
zoo
all
and
pets?
below.
Mike,
The
tell
only
them.
thing that's
We can
below
create a
is-
menagerie, guys.
Mike,
We've
tell
got
them.
Rippy. We've got Reginald.
Oh, I know what's happening. Yeah, I know what you're gonna say.
That will
Well,
have
that's
no
John.
consequence.
I was going to say,
But yes.
Mike and I have already done that. We've been through that one. Thank you very much. Out of the
can do
Abyss
it
was
again,
our
it's a
adoption, our adoption
Oh.
advocacy campaign.
I thought you were gonna say, well, that will happen with Humble Mood. Humble Mood? Humble
Humble
Mood.
what?
Humble.
Mood.
Go
Humble
home.
Um,
You're drunk.
Mood.
Bumble
I
Mood.
am home.
I am drunk.
But
Too many wrinkles in my blood spring. Blood spring?
wow.
Now
Let's do
that
like an
we-
Oops All Rangers and just keep adopting new pets and just call it
There
Pokemon
we
the
go.
campaign.
We're all Beastmasters.
Pokemon campaign. Well, now that we have rescued Gundren and retrieved Sildar's items and learned, well, we've only a little bit, not too much. But what should we do next? Sildar, do you want to go back to Phandelver? Rest up a bit, perhaps?
Gundren.
Gundren.
Sildar, Gundren. Yes, sorry, Gundren.
That's okay.
You know what?
Yeah,
Canon. I made that mistake. I'm sorry. I mean Gundren. It's been a long life.
No bother at all. Is Sildar okay?
Yes, he's set up in Phandelver.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought those goblins were just going to gut him.
Thankfully, we were able to help him.
You've been so much help. Look, if you can find out what's happened to my brothers, we'll cut you in on the mine.
You mean Wave Echo Cave?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
where do you think your
What do you
brothers might
say?
be?
Sorry,
When when you say cut us in on the mine, can you elaborate?
We'll need a little time to get it up and going again, but it brought in a lot of money. And
Mhm.
this wouldn't be possible without you, so...
Well, we actually I think we will like that. I think I can speak for all of us to say that we're always in need of a bit of income, but also
Runt. You, actually, only you in this group. You see a flash across Leia's face here that you hadn't seen since you were in Neverwinter, meeting Gundren for the first time. And you see that she's very delighted by this promise of financial wealth, and you remember how much she enjoyed the comforts of Neverwinter.
No. Thinking about it, our fearless leader does prove a good point. You know, Lyra really could use an extensive library, and, you know, Phandalin really doesn't have sort of any arcane school, so Gundren, that investment we could talk about a little later, but I believe our fearless leader could use a larger cut, perhaps? She has been through a lot, as have you. But keep in mind, she's doing a great service to Phandalin. It's no Neverwinter, but we'll get there.
I thought we were just doing this altruistically.
Gundren,
no.
Gundren pats you on the upper arm, Perry. Thank you, Perry. Thank you. Yes. Can't say I much enjoy debating rewards. We
Now,
will
hold
be
on, though.
thankful.
I do need a pension eventually.
Oh, trust me,
Are you?
it will be plenty for that.
I'm getting old. I need to retire eventually.
Hmm.
Come on, he's already at the I'm too old for this shit stage.
Yeah.
It's not far from there.
This
Harry,
is my
don't be
last great
ridiculous.
adventure.
You'll live forever. Come on, man.
If only Clipper
I'm
realized it
already
was his.
level 3, doll.
And,
My grandfather never made it past level 2.
well, there's a first time for everything.
He
in
never
family.
unlocked subclass features.
Unbelievable.
What's the fucking ass?
Interesting. Just a question, actually. What's everyone's passive insight?
Good question.
11.
I'm just trying to find it.
On
It'll be
the
on the
left
left
side, there's
side.
3
Mine is
passives. In a row.
12.
Ooh.
15.
It's 10 plus your insight score, basically.
10
Yeah.
plus wisdom.
14 here.
Okay. Yeah, I think okay. Well, Soleil's is the highest, and I think it makes sense. Like you clearly reacted to Thunder Tree, and I think you were kind of in that space of thinking about how this place's name had the effect upon you. You did notice that Perry also reacted somewhat when Wyvern Tor was mentioned.
Yes, I did react because checks my notes. Pretty sure someone's waiting for me there. That was out of character.
All right.
Okay, so
Check my notes. That was out of character.
I'm just trying to check my notes too. Because I take notes in this campaign.
you haven't heard anything about it before.
Okay.
I can tell you that.
Great.
Okay, so
So
you
we noticed her react to Thunder Tree, and then she noticed me react to Wyvern Tor.
indeed.
Like the Spider-Man.
Wait, why did you react? Why did you react?
I know something. You know something too.
Well, I mean, if we want to do the Spider-Man, we need the three corners of the
Yeah.
triangle. So
Did anyone react to Old Owl
is-
Well?
no, but this is going back a little bit. Soleil, you would have noticed a certain discomfort in your graveyard shift buddy Runt over there at the mention of Sister Garael's problems at Coneybury.
Hornyberry.
Coney Island.
Coney Island.
Hey, great minds,
Tony 2020.
and sometimes
Okay.
stupid minds.
Hey, wait a second.
Give me a
we
moment
need
and
to
I'll
get
figure
Wyatt
that out.
somehow.
When I get that
Forfeit.
joke, you'll be in trouble.
Yes. Actually need to message Mike why Runt reacted to that. Sorry, something I decided today.
Don't
Oh my
worry,
God, you
Soleil
never
won't ask
secret
any time.
chats?
Not straight away. What? Are you not in a secret chat?
No one's in a secret chat with me.
Oh no. Wonder why that is.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Hurtful.
Oof.
Wow. Coming
gave
for
a
the
kill.
throat.
Too Scottish? Too Scottish.
Sorry.
So Scottish.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed a murder in broad daylight, only here on the Phoenix Milwaukee street.
How many times must my characters be killed by you people?
Just one more time.
Third
So I
time's
roll
a
up a
charm.
new
you know.
sheet or just call it a day and leave.
So whereabouts are we, John?
You are
We're
exiting,
in hell.
exiting the
As
forest
thinking.
and making your way south towards the Tribor Trail.
Okay.
Picking our way.
Okay.
Take a
And
break.
where are we
Down south.
heading? Should we go back,
Back to
to
Phandelver?
Phandelver, or should we make our way to the 1,000 of other things that we can probably check out?
Gundren's like, I would like to be back in Phandelver myself, and we should drop His Highness off somewhere. Why did you keep him?
Why did we keep? I just thought we didn't want to murder him again.
Broad,
That was really it.
Could be very useful.
We're not
And
going to
also,
take him
too,
to Phandelver.
you sure?
Well, we could put him in the town jail, or give him to
Yeah,
Darren.
we-
Maybe Darren knows what to do with him.
Do you think they can handle
True.
someone like that in the town jail? Because they just about shat themselves with the red cloaks.
Darren can handle him.
I mean, maybe
If worse
Soleil
comes
said.
to worse. Yeah, that's a good point. You know, with Sildar's gear being back, he could be a proper sheriff. I know he's older, but at least they're in jail.
Hmm.
He is
Older
looking.
don't mean weaker either. I mean,
He is looking to make the region, stronger for the Lord's Alliance.
And I worry if we release him now, he'll just go and rally whatever mess is left in Kragmaw. Right now, they're too disorganized to be useful to anyone.
we'll head back
And we
then.
can't just free their leader. He'll go back to leading them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it seems like we've got a unanimous decision here. I mean, we could put our hands up and vote, but it seems like all of us want to go back to Phandelver. We'll go back. We'll lock the bastard up. I mean, we could go check on our loved ones if we want, sort of thing. But the one thing we need to do, we need to get supplies because we're at the point now where the next time we leave, we might not come back. So
True, and we will need to.
let's get some health potions.
Yeah, we need to get potions. We need to get whatever supplies we can, and we shouldn't be long. We're already kind of racing against a proverbial clock.
Yes.
Plus, it
Remember,
gives us time to plan. Why? Okay.
Sorry, so you saw that that letter that mentioned those other locations was unopened. So
Yeah.
your teacher, Laia, didn't know about it, but once they arrive at Waverco Cave, they will know.
Yes. So that's the concern, that we take our time and she'll arrive there. So we do need to start getting these shards as quickly as we can, while we still have some element of surprise. So we can decide which town to go to, and we will go to town, get supplies, rest, and then first thing in the morning leave immediately. And of
John,
course,
sorry.
put him in jail.
John, is Waverco Cave on the map?
No.
Okay, cool.
Were you going to see if we could go in the way?
I was gonna see if it's like near where we have to go anyway, because I figured we have to go to Old Well, Old Owl, Wiventor, and Thunder
And
Tree
Wiventor.
eventually. And Wiventor, yeah. So that's all in the east, and the Thunder Tree is northwest, kind of the opposite direction.
We can get the shards, as that's the element of surprise that we get. And then from there, we can go to Cornerberry to follow up on Soleil, if you'd like, with the mirror.
Well, that's a good idea. That's a good idea, because your old master won't be heading for the Obelisk because she never opened the letter. So we should beat her to the Obelisk, because it doesn't matter that she's gonna get to that she's gonna figure out where she needs to go after she gets to the where's she going again? Sorry, so tired.
We have it in our notes.
Yeah, she's going to
she's going to Waverco Cave. While she's on her way to Waverco Cave, we will.
Yes.
Thinking back in character, we will go collect the obelisks.
Yes.
Better to have a stacked deck going into the table than trying to take the most chips from everyone. I agree. Let's get all the pieces of the obelisk before they do. At the very least, we have it in our possession, and they're left wondering how the hell to make it work.
Yeah, and maybe if we end up going to Wave of Echo Cave, I don't know if we will, but perhaps we find a way or a place to keep the shards safe. I don't know what that is. I don't know who I could possibly trust, but we'll figure that out. Let's get the shards first. So, Phandelver, jail, pointing at the chief, and getting you...
because he would have woken up by this point.
Oh, shush now. And then getting
We'll
you
beat
to
you
rest.
fair and square,
and then-
loser.
I mean, Gundren Roxic is with you. You could ask him about Wave Echo Cave.
Oh, Gundren,
Yeah.
do you want to point out Waverco Cave on this map for us?
He's like, oh, and he looks around. I suppose this one knows already. Kind of side eyes the Cragmore, Cragmore King, and he says, "It's tucked away. You have to be a bit careful. There is I'd say they're probably just stories, but Wave Echo Cave was just a story. There's talk of a white dragon in the area. It's you see, it's just below the jagged peaks of Icespire Peak."
Take the long
Just
way to
below.
Liventor, it sounds like it.
Just below Icespire Peak.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Because I was thinking, we could go straight to Liventor, but it sounds like we'll probably go to Old Owlwell first and circle around.
Yeah, Old Owlwell sounds like a nice place to go compared to someone with a white dragon. Thank you.
We can
Yes.
follow the Tribord
And,
Trail up to Coneyberry and then go south from there.
Yeah, let's
yes.
let people back home see what's going on here as well.
While I would like to one day see a dragon in its glory, maybe I'd like to not do so with immediate death.
Or a prisoner in our midst.
Yeah, wait till we're at least level 10, John. God damn.
Well, we could also bring bacon, assuming dragons like bacon.
That's true. It's worked. Well, hold on. I think the whole thing with the bacon is Rippy and this lovely wolf are indeed dogs.
Are you looking to adopt a fucking dragon, Mike?
Dragons are, if I understand this game correctly, dragons are a sentient species.
I think there's a definite. Reginald's like, "What did you say?"
Get the dogs some bacon.
Hey, Sadie. I think there's definitely diminishing returns on your use of bacon in negotiations when it gets up to dragons.
What do you mean? we can't use bacon infinitely till level 20?
We just give him
First
the
and
whole damn
foremost.
pig.
It has to be. Is it? What is it for pigs? Is it herd? Flock?
Oh, let me check.
Have a look.
That's a good question.
Of pig's name.
I'm gonna call him a pile.
Right? Because I guess because you had swine.
A drift
The
or
drift
a
or a
drove.
drove. That's
There
so
you go.
funny.
Oh no!
That makes me just think of like Tokyo Drift, just a bunch of pigs.
It's
Yeah.
Phandelver drift. Wink.
A drift of pigs.
So there you go. A drift or two. Because
Just carry around an entire
Oh,
pig.
in
It's
the
bacon.
UK, they're also known as a passel, a team, or a sounder.
there you go.
A sounder? That's pretty
A
cute.
sounder pigs.
A sounder of sows.
The the dragons understand it's all about family.
Oh my God, there was some
Hey,
mobs.
Tokyo Drift reference. You thought of that with such wild speed.
Hey,
That's a joke for just Japan.
I've been thinking about it for some time.
Wait a minute.
Anywho,
Right, let's get on with it.
shall we?
Let's go home.
Now
Well,
the problem
let's-
is
Oh.
the territory is rougher, so the glass staff will be moving slower, but it is about the same distance to Cragmore Castle as it is to Wave Echo Cave. And you're making the return journey, whereas they were just making a one-way trip.
I didn't
we
catch
still
that.
gotta go, right? Do we just smash cut back to Phandelver?
Yeah,
At that point, yeah.
that's fine.
And
10
we're
hours later.
there. Wow, isn't it nice to be back home?
Unbelievable. It was such a quick
The
trip.
lady's just sleeping with drool coming down her mouth. That's she's sleeping the whole time.
Can you believe how many times we had to drift? How many pigs we saw?
Sweet.
It was a sweet ride. Sweet.
What I'm drinking.
Oh, my eyes.
Okay, so yes, with the magic of teleportation, we arrive in Phandalin.
Ooh.
Runt,
Hi.
As you are back in here, something does occur to you. You haven't talked to Halia since the Red Brands were dealt with. Lispa?
Hey guys, before we do our planning and actually try to be a cohesive team, I've got to take care of something real quick. You guys want to meet at Stonehill Inn, or do we want to meet at
We'll drop
Nan's
him
house?
off at the prison and meet you there.
I like
Right,
that.
you can take a day. Like we'll all just set off together tomorrow morning, right?
Yeah. If anyone has things to finish up, let's meet tomorrow morning and leave.
Laia,
At least we're splitting up the party in a safe-ish place.
Harry died once again.
my-
How did this happen?
Maya, I just want to say thank you
Not
so
again.
much for saying that at that exact moment. Laia, can you make a wisdom saving throw, please? If I can finish the sentence I was about to say.
What have you done?
We're home, John.
Sorry,
You can't
I
tell us
think-
at home.
19.
Okay,
Sweetheart.
nothing
That's it?
happens. Nothing happens. Oh, did you roll with disadvantage?
Huh? Oh no, I was
Disadvantage, Crystal.
Okay.
Oh, please, please.
Wait,
So
didn't we
I'll
make a bunch
reroll.
of like perception checks on the road though, to just like survival?
Okay. I accidentally rolled charisma, but that's 12 plus 4, 18.
Okay.
Still
Nothing
pretty good. Holy
happens.
shit.
Behold, mother, my tail.
I will not overthink that.
He is my patron after all.
Not anymore.
Runt's actually
Hello.
gone.
He's
huh?
my IRL patron then.
True, true.
Hello, Burry.
He gives you magic powers such as sanity and calmness.
He helps me rage. So
All right, let's go to the. Well, we have this big ogre above us. Let's go to Darren. Is Darren around?
No, I don't. Well, if you want, we can. I mean, I thought we were taking him to the town master.
Yeah, the cells in the Townmaster's Hall is the only real place
Yeah.
to deal
Oh,
with it.
okay, cool. Then we'll go to the town master's hall.
Okay.
Are we killed on the way, John?
Why would you all fear for your lives when I only asked Laia to roll?
Yeah, it's only me, guys.
yeah, fuck the codependency.
He also asked earlier who had the highest passive insight, so.
True.
Yeah.
And it was
Well, that
Laia,
was-
wasn't it?
But then Maya
No.
recognized that
It's
you she'd been
Oh,
insightful about
right,
your
right,
reaction to
right.
the tour, so
Right.
you're good. You're
Right.
good. Okay, now I'm trying to remember if
He's gonna have us roll initiative just for like scare us.
In town, what are we initiating?
A party.
Roll to party.
Mental breakdown.
a little early.
Roll
yet.
for mental illness.
Reaction.
I
It's
didn't
a bit late
roll
for
it.
that.
Oh,
Don't need
remember
to roll for that.
Perry, Darren also told you that there were strange reports of someone poking around at Old Owlwell,
Yes.
and that several prospectors had reported being chased from the area by foul undead.
That sounds like a great
yeah.
place.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I did say it sounded wholesome.
I
Let's
can't
see.
wait to fight
Lenine
the undead.
Lenine gave you the 50 gold for her returned goodies. That's done.
Did we ever figure out what the mystery potion was?
Yes. I think you wrote it down, didn't you?
Say
Was
again,
it-
Perry?
The mystery potion.
I have the mystery potion, and I don't remember what it is.
Was it
Where did I
from
write
the
it?
Red Brand's hideout?
Let me see if I wrote it down.
I think it might have been.
I believe so.
If
Yeah,
you ever
double
if you ever
checking.
get something you don't know, just say where you found it. Like make a memo where you found it, so I can quickly find it for you.
Oh, yes, it was under the Trezendar Manor,
That's
which I believe was a Red Red Hideout. Yeah.
There's still many rooms there. Was it in the workshop or in the Glassstaff's quarters?
It was where we got the potion of climbing and the regular healing potion. It was in like all together. It was like
I think it was in the
one potion of
Glassstaff's
climbing.
quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, was it the emboldening brandy?
No, that was from the castle.
And yeah, because I've got written here that was the castle, and also the potion of invisibility that was interrupted.
Mystery
that
potion was
in the
invisibility,
castle.
right?
No,
Mhm.
the invisibility one was one that was interrupted being made because they had the
Yes.
ingredients for it. I'm just going back. Did you say it was in the Rembrandts that you?
Yeah, we got it with a potion of climbing and a regular healing potion. It was
Actually,
like
no,
an
sorry,
advantage.
it wasn't in the Glassstaff's quarters. That was just spell scrolls. Remember, you got the hold person and fireball.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
given to Laya. I'm gonna
Mhm.
take that. Off
Yeah,
my
speaking-
list,
How
Laya.
far
Speaking
back
of Laia, do you have your dragon touched focus on your sheet?
I wanted to ask what exactly is
Hey,
a
Guild
quote out to my character
Superior.
sheet?
Welcome in, friend. And thank you for that sub. Who gets the spin of the wheel, Gil?
God.
Thank you kindly. Belated alert. If you're there, Dave, who would you like to get a spin? Otherwise, I shall roll for it. You gotta roll me. So
me
yeah, sorry,
Disney
Laia,
princess
did you get that on
as
your sheet?
I wanted to add it, but I wanted to confirm if it's a slumbering state.
It's stirring.
Stirring, nice.
Yes.
And also wanted to ask if I could buy any spell components to learn the scrolls, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get them later.
Mm-hmm.
So it's as if I purchased them now.
Yeah, you need you need parchment and what? Sorry,
Yeah.
I don't do wizards very well, so help me.
Okay. So generally, I need
Patch,
to
I am
have.
not.
Generally, I need to have material to be able to learn any spell scrolls I find.
Yes.
Right now, I can only learn the ones I have levels of, but it's half the value of the scroll. It's up to you if I just spend the money wherever I am, or if I have to have purchased the material ahead of time to have it with me. That's a DM choice.
Yeah. I think, because I mean, this is like the fundamental way that wizards get their new stuff. You know, they don't just get things automatically. So I think if you have the money on you when you find something, we can retroactively say you had bought.
Perfect.
Paper
Great.
materials.
Then I'll just spend it at the time being of wherever we are.
Yeah, I'm not a big resource management person. It's like ammo, arrows and stuff like that. Everyone just has arrows all the time. It's okay.
Yeah, anyone who tracks arrows is an asshole.
It's like any adventurer always has 50 feet of rope. You just assume that a wizard has some paper.
Come on.
So it wasn't there, Perry. So I'm trying to find. Was it in the thing under the bridge? What the Nothic had?
Yeah. It was under a bridge in a chest,
in
right?
the cave, wasn't it? Where Klep died. Sorry.
Yeah, under.
Okay, then.
Under
in
the
that
bridge.
Case,
Under the.
It's Fireball and Hold Person, Safi.
Ah, okay, thank you.
Those are the scrolls.
let me just have a look.
Yeah, you got the potion of climbing and then the mystery one. Okay, so I know what it is now.
You do?
I do.
Should I know what it is?
No.
Okay.
Although hang on.
Can I write something next to it
I thought
to,
you checked what it was. Didn't you
Can I
do
write
an
something
Arcana
next to it?
check or something?
In which case he didn't write it down, and I'm going to punish him for it.
Oh
enough.
no.
That's fair enough. Touche.
No.
Not again.
No, because we've come up with our knowledge of things here. Laia Castell.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a unnecessary question. Are you proficient in Arcana?
I am.
The potion that Perry is pondering, the potion pondered by Perry, is merely an uncommon item. And in my rules, as written on this piece of paper, a wizard proficient in Arcana automatically knows the properties of uncommon items.
Right.
Yes.
So
There's gonna be like
this is for future reference. Common magic items are common. Everybody knows what they do, including all of you, all 4 of you.
Mhm.
Uncommon ones are known automatically by people proficient in Arcana, and others can make a DC 10 Arcana check.
Okay.
Rare items, you can only check if you're proficient in Arcana. This is for all items after that. And it's a DC 12. Very rare is DC 16, and legendary is a DC 20. Because you could have, in your research, you could have heard of it. But those are very rare. No, more than very rare. Legendary. But this is an uncommon potion, which means that, yeah, of course, Guild Superior. Go and check them out, friends. And that means that Laia knows what it is. So, Laia, you see Perry kind of pondering this potion as I'm clinging onto this alliteration. And you see that it is...
Peculiar. Perry ponders this peculiar potion.
There is a clear liquid with a bead of red liquid in the center, which continuously expands from a tiny bead to coloring the entire liquid and then contracts again. And he kind of shakes the bottle, but it doesn't interrupt that process. And you realize, Laia, that is a potion of growth.
Ooh.
Which can give you the enlarged version of Enlarge Reduce for D4 hours without concentration.
Nice.
So if you want Giant Perry...
Bye.
Parry this, you filthy casual.
Trap Perry in this.
Mike, more inspiration from our friends over at Guild Superior there. I'm also gonna flavour that as a nomination for the spin of the wheel, I think.
Ooh, danke.
Do we run into any trouble while we're going to the Town Master's Hall?
Oh, all kinds. But nothing that we need to roll initiative for.
Okay.
Let me roll that wheel, hang on. Spin that wheel even. Just roll the wheel down the road. Bye.
Suddenly, Darren's going to arrest us. Roll initiative.
Darren's just a retired adventurer. Why is he arresting people?
Well, he's bored.
You're my teacher,
He's
Darren.
tired.
Good lord, Runt. Not so you're kind of batting at the air around you as you're being buzzed by a motive long rest and short rest.
Whoa, Runt's got
I
it
get
all.
2 naps in one day? That never
Exactly.
happens.
One of them is a power nap. Thank you.
Wait, did we long rest on the way here, or
Oh yeah,
are
multiple
we
times.
still in? Okay.
Yes. Sorry. I had one spell slot left.
Huzzah!
Did we also level up by chance? Just wondering.
That you do
Actually, I
not.
thought we leveled up twice because, we went without a plan, so that's 1 level up, and then we succeeded, which is another level
Yeah,
up.
level up for
Unbelievable,
idiocy.
guys.
Yeah. Are we all level 3 still?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Indeed.
Get away that easily.
Afraid so.
Oh well.
Okay, so you arrive back in Phandelver. The 3 of you are taking the king to the Townmaster's Hall.
Yes.
Good. And that's what I was checking before we started hunting for this mysterious potion. What? I was trying to figure out if anyone. Actually, Safi and Mike, you might remember this. Does anyone give a reward for dealing with those Kragmors? Or is it just to get Gundren back?
I think it's just get Gundren, if I recall
Yeah,
correctly,
that
from
was
the
all we
original.
had.
Right?
Yeah, we didn't have a reward specific to Kragmaw. We had for the
We have Wiventor,
those
which is
bothering in the
100
roads.
G,
Yeah.
and then capture Glassstaff alive and
Yep.
give back to Holly. That's also 100 G. Nothing for Cragmore.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cragmaw was always because Gundren follows you from Neverwinter, and so Phandelver would have never known about
Yeah.
Gundren. We would have. Yeah.
And Perry, Duran offered you his old magic item if you dealt with the old Alwell.
Oh, sweet.
He has
What did he offer?
he has a pair of boots of striding and springing.
Do I already have those, or
No,
is it
it's,
after I
if
come back?
if you deal with it, yeah. You must prove yourself, young Padawan.
I'm old as hell.
Not for a Jedi. Not compared to a Drow.
That's true.
Okay, so the three of you head towards the Townmaster's Hall, and Runt just
Hi.
heads off towards the Miners' Exchange, which is
Do you want us to come with you?
south.
No, I think I'm okay for now. I'll give you guys the signal if I have any trouble.
Well, no worries. Nothing bad happens when we split up.
Nothing ever bad happens.
I think the worst thing to happen to Runt in this town is if my nine like dress. I'm going Scottish now.
Just double down. Just double down on the accent.
I mean,
Go-
I don't know
go
why
in
I've been
more
using
fast.
my. Well, all right. So
Why?
yeah, the worst thing that could happen to Runt in this town is if my nan tells him off. He'll be fine.
I mean, have you seen her, Nan, in full force? It's scary.
Oh yeah, you should meet her sometime. She's lovely.
I think
don't
she's
think she'd
actually
like me.
wonderful.
I don't think she'd like me.
She'll warm up to you, I reckon.
She didn't like Clep either.
How do you know that?
He told me. We told each other everything. We're best friends. No, sorry, we were just roommates.
And they were roommates.
I swear we were just roommates.
Two bros chilling in the hot tub, 5 feet apart because they're not
those
gay.
2 feet apart.
Yeah.
2 feet.
If they
You
are.
should have heard what they called us. They called us
They
Achilles and
really range
Patroclus.
apart.
You know, the two best friends, Achilles and Patroclus. They called us those guys.
Chat, if you would like to ship Clep and Perry, please submit your fan fiction to the Discord, which I will link
It's
to down
nothing
below.
like a bit of self-love here.
I don't know if it's worse that I play both characters.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, one of them is dead.
Oh,
Oh,
Too soon. Too soon.
always too soon.
So,
well.
I guess to make ease of convenience before we all kind of break off, we could probably all just, because we're all going to do separate things anyways, let's all just go to Darren's place, lock up the king, and then we can all split apart, make it easy.
So we're locking up the king in the town master's hall.
But yeah, Town Masters.
Okay.
gotcha.
You know what they always
We're
say?
locking
Do
up
the
the
hard
child
thing
master
first.
in the king's hall.
I keep forgetting that Darren's not like an authority here. He's just a retired adventurer.
He's just reopening the orchard slowly.
Darren, you got prison cells? No. This is an orchard.
Time to a
There's
tree.
a nice wine cellar, maybe, but
Are we going to lock up the prisoners, sirs? This is the Wendy's.
And yes, you deliver that ex-royal to custody there, and Sildar sees you coming, and he's like, Gundren! He's like, Sildar!
We got your stuff.
And he looks, and he's like, gives Gundren a big hug.
They're just roommates.
And then he looks up at that. He's like, "Oh, really? Oh, that would be splendid. Badge of office and all that."
Darren Isbay.
So he quickly puts his surcoat back on over his armor and grabs his sword. Ah, there she is. Splendid.
Hopefully, everything is there. We did our best. But good news, we do have Gundren, and we have a gift. And I point at the king.
And he's like, then the Tribord Trail would be safe. At least
I wouldn't
for
go
a
that far
stretch. For a stretch of it, yes. It is a good first step, though. I will send word to my fellows in Neverwinter.
And also, the goblins and everything else that is still there may have descended into additional chaos, but amongst each other at the very least.
Oh,
We
they
left
didn't
it.
form any deities.
Don't worry. Best
I hope not.
case scenario, they'll tear each other apart. Worst case scenario, they'll just dissolve
Make a
into
fire god or something.
small groups.
That's crazy.
Nothing like that would happen. No.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if you could go back and watch a whole session of them doing that on some sort
they're
of
not
Twitch
smart enough.
streaming channel?
Nah, never.
I'm sure there's some sort of travelling, like, circus doing some sort of performance. It'll be fine. It's all make-believe anyway.
Some sort of records of such a performance exist? Perhaps in some sort of backlog of moving pictures?
POD, a performance on demand? I don't know.
POD.
On Twitch, yes. On YouTube, not yet. Sorry.
Soon, my
Hopefully,
folks.
I haven't uploaded a single session of this yet.
Oh my
Sorry.
god! Oh my god! Oh my
Look
god!
at that, guys. We're not.
Well,
We're
won't exist.
exclusive, guys.
Going
Hold
into
on.
the
We're
ether.
exclusive.
You have to watch us live, or you don't get to watch us.
Yeah, you never get to see us again unless you subscribe to
Oh.
You'll
Twitch.
never see me again.
That explains why I don't have any fans.
No. I'm okay. I'm in with Twitch. We get some VODs on there, but you can't. Yeah, the first ones. We'll have to wait for it. Sorry.
We may not have
slowly,
fans. We only have
slowly
Phandelver.
getting my shit together with YouTube.
I need a T-shirt saying that.
You're right.
Hmm.
Anyway, Sildar, I think we'll just, restock on supplies and whatnot, and we're gonna head out to Old Owlwell in the morning.
Gundren looks nervous. He's like, what about Nundro and Tharden?
I mean, do you know where they might be?
At the Waveko Cave.
Well, I don't think we can head directly to Wave Echo Cave. You said there was a dragon there.
Oh no, you just have to be careful on approach. It's a slumbering thing.
Well, also, we need.
Add the word-
We're
add the
kind
word
of racing
careful.
against time.
At the word careful, Soleil just kind of sheepishly looks at her chainmail, just like, don't think I can do any help getting by quietly, but I'll see what I can do.
To your
Yeah,
credit,
unless you have
Gundren also
silent
looks
chainmail.
very noisy.
He's got pots and
Gundren's
pans
just a
and stuff.
noisy dude. Gundren, consider this. If we rush in and don't succeed in a plan to rescue your brothers, not only are you never going to see them again, you'll never see us again. So we prefer to have all the pieces before we go to Wave Echo Cave. We'll get your brothers, but we just need to make sure that everyone else is safe in order for you and your brothers to be safe.
Speaking
Could
of
I-
pieces, we need to collect these obelisk shards. And I
Could I
explain the whole
see
plot
if
of the
there's
series.
someone listening in on us or someone else here? Because we're talking out loud about our plans. So I want to know if there's anyone that could.
Damn, are they not part of the group chat either?
Yeah, someone who's not in the group chat. Because the group
Um,
chat we cannot use with Gundren and Sildar.
Right.
I mean, this was kind of in the town square. That's where Sildar saw you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a couple of people kicking about. I think.
We're not shouting. We're having a private conversation.
Yeah.
Just happen to be having it out in the open.
Anyone who might seem like they're listening in on us or focused on us.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Yeah. I know everything with my wonderful natural one.
Yeah.
Yep, no problems. You're all good. But Soleil, you do, as you're kind of looking around at Laya's concern, you do notice the door to Sister Grael's home opens, and she's kind of leaning on a kind of a crutch, and with the bandages still on, and she looks. Actually, no, it wouldn't be bandages. It wasn't that kind of injury, but she looks out, and feebly raises an arm.
She raises a hoof and just kind of gives a little nod.
And I think you just hear from Nan's house, even without the door opening. It's just like, oh, so you got to do other stuff before you even come and make me a cup of tea.
I'm very busy and important.
You wouldn't be in this world if it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Guys, I think I've got to head in a second. My nan's causing up a fucking stir again. You know what she's like. When she doesn't get a bloody cup of tea as soon as she sees me, she thinks, oh, why weren't you here 10 minutes ago when you... you know what she's like.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Sildar says, well, I'll get this one put away. And, like, just with a bit of a grunt, like, hauls the king over his shoulder and goes up the steps to the townmaster's hall.
Right.
Guess we go to like the shops because we gotta like restock on. I'm guessing potions.
Well, I'd like to go check on my family.
Oh right, yeah. Harry will go to the shops.
Perry,
Get some
maybe
good
it's
shit.
worth it might be worth considering, Perry. We should get a better updated map and maybe just mark everything, just so that we have something while we're out. Imagine if we can just get an updated location for Wave Echo Cave and this Ice Spire Peak. We can avoid the dragon, hit the well, go to Hornyberry, and then we'll have enough time to
Already buried.
get everything for.
Ignore him.
For-
Ignore him.
Well, Wave Echo Cave.
Never.
I think Gundren's the only one who could tell us where Wave Echo Cave is, and all that you told us it's under Ice Spire. Ice Spire, is that right?
Yeah, that mark that's on our world map there is a general location. He still needs to describe how to get there exactly.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'll hang out with Gundren as he's describing how to get there, and then I'll jot that on the map. Come on, Gundren, let me buy you a beer.
That I will subscribe to. Yes.
Well, then let's head to the tavern, and that way I also see my family.
Sweet.
Okay.
Sleeping Giant or Stone? It's Stonehill, right?
Stonehill, yeah.
Stonehill.
So yeah, the two of you and Gundren head towards Stonehill, and Sildar's like, "I'll see you there in a moment." And
Sildar's strong. Is Sildar Zaddy?
Sildar
Soleil
is Zaddy.
Soleil heads northwest towards Nans and Sister Gariel.
Is the graveyard on the way to Nan's? I can't tell if it is.
Is there actually one on the map? Do we actually?
I think there's a headcanon that it's somewhere.
Yeah. I'm guessing it's right by Sister Gariel's because it's right by the shrine and the church.
I think. Yeah, but it's not that kind of shrine, right? Because it's luck, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the shrine of luck. So, let's say it's beyond the town green in that stretch of grass where it says Linine's home.
Right about here?
Okay.
Yeah, because then I think there's like a tradition in Phandelver that our ancestors are gone, those that we've lost are gone, but they are still being involved in like town events that are held on the town green there as they're kind of witnessing them. And then that means that Klip's cairn was in Edomath Orchard, so it could have been on the edge of the orchard, which would have been part of the graveyard anyway.
Yeah, that's really sweet because like the orchard could be like the renewal of life giving back to life. So even when they've passed, they're still with us. That's really sweet.
Yeah.
The trees eat the dead.
Well, whether it be before or after I see Nan, I would like to go and like visit the cairns.
Yeah. And I think Duran is, there's a certain kind of giving back, a certain paying back for all of the things that have happened during his adventuring career, especially as we know in the meta, the connections to Thunder Tree. Okay, you Soleil heads to Nan's and Sister Grail there. Let's do Runt first, because we said that one first. So Runt, you head south between the buildings, between Lion Shield Costa and the Woodworker. Again, you kind of ruefully look over at the Woodworker's house as it's quiet and Laia, would your sister and Toblin, would they have taken in the woodworker's children? Because remember,
Yes.
his wife was taken by Glassstaff.
Yeah, and I'm in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that's what I reckoned. That's why Runt was welcome there as well in the past and stuff.
Did we deduce where the wife might be? Like also in Wayback Cave, right?
Yeah, Glassstaff took her. Yeah,
Right. Okay.
as
Good to rescue Muna. Yeah.
So you kind of look sadly at the woodworker's empty dark cottage there, but make your way past it to the miners' exchange. As you make your way down the road towards it, you see the steps going up to the kind of rough wooden balcony kind of veranda on the front. It's got almost very kind of Wild West kind of vibe to this place, and accentuating that is the saloon-esque flight of a middle-aged prospector who's hurled from the front doors of the Phandelver Miners Exchange, and Halia Thornton stomps out onto the deck as he crashes onto the woodwork and kind of half rolls down the steps. She's like, "And I'll tell you what, fool's gold, trying to be passed off on me only makes a fool of yourself, Grunt." Oh.
You should listen to the lady. If you try to fool her with fool's gold, there's no exchange that'll take you in, buddy.
Oh, Runt, darling, how you doing? Come here, you. Come here.
I think even with the sweetness of Halia, like Umi, who's kind of tucked away in the hood, kind of like furls his little feathers because there's like this certain unsettling nature to Halia that Runt doesn't understand, but Umi does, and it's like a survival instinct. So as he kind of like smiles and waves, Umi just kind of like curls, a little beak just sticks out, and just the feathers plume a little bit, just like, no, don't get closer.
She's like, "Where you been, little Runt? You've been too long. Come inside. There's no place for a little shadow goblin running about. And you, find some real stuff, or get lost. Real lost. Come on, love, come inside."
As we come in, Miss Halia, so sorry. I had no idea they were treating you so poorly. A lot of these miners, I think they struck it rich, but I think they're more stupid than malicious.
Well, we can only hope, Runt, love. We can only hope. But any of them trying to have that crap round here? Well, a short trip down my front steps is the best they can hope for.
It's the only exercise he'll get all day.
Now, have you been keeping safe and sound?
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know if you've heard around town, but the Red Brands have been sort of dispatched.
Of course. Now, what of their leader? Remember, I told you and your friends, grab them for me, grab them for old Halia, and I treat you proper. Like I always have, haven't I, Runt? Ever since I found you wandering around Tribor?
Yeah. No, I know. I appreciate that. That's the thing. We're still looking for the leader. We know who the leader might be, but they escaped. And he kind of just takes a moment to reflect on the fact that that's where they lost Klep. We'll get them. I promise. It won't be like last time, but we'll get them. We're working on it.
Oh, Runt. Don't fluster yourself. I believe you.
I don't like her.
I know you'll get them.
Yo,
For
witch,
old
the hell is she?
Halia.
Well, of course, Miss Halia. Anything for you.
Of course. I know you're full of gratitude and just appreciation of everything me and the Zentarum have done for you.
Yeah, you guys are... Yeah, Of course, of course. Yes, for the sense, we'll get the leader, and when we do, bring them right back here, and then you can have the honors of kicking them through your front door.
Oh no, little runt, something much more special for them. Don't you worry. I can't wait. I hope I don't have to wait too long.
Not at all. We'll make it a priority, I promise.
I knew I could trust my little runts. All washed up from heavens knows where. Taken in under old Halia's wing. Buffed up something nice and shiny.
Miss Halia, you're gonna make me flustered.
Now, I almost tore my own hair out, worried sick about where you'd been. Where you been off to?
Well, we took care of... Well, how do I put this? We disposed of a king and made him indisposed. So, we went to Cragmaw Castle. I don't know if you've heard of Cragmaw Castle. You know where all the goblins come from. They're little hidey hole. Well, we took care of their leader. And their leader is safely locked away.
Well... where would I be without showing my gratitude for such a service, Runt? The Cragmore goblins are causing all sorts of trouble for honest business folk like us Zentarum. They've been causing a real faff up and down the Tribord Trail. And you saying you've scattered them? Captured their leader?
Well, me and my friends did, of course. You should have seen it. We took care of trolls. We take care of red brands. We even take care of goblin kings. We're a really good bunch.
And here's me bothering you with silly little things like the glass stuff. That 100 gold, Runt. There's another of them, another pouch of that good stuff, for dealing with the Cragmores. And she reaches behind the counter. You can hear a heavy drawer unlocking and being pulled, and a clink as a leather pouch is brought up, about the size, as if it would have 100 gold in it. And she smiles and holds it towards you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you, Miss Holly. You've always been so generous to me.
Oh, sorry, Runt Love. No, I said there's 100 gold for a job well done. You're not quite finished, Pear, are you?
Did I not do a good job?
Look. Imagine a glorious title. Renown. Feared, perhaps, even. Runt. Kingslayer. We don't want a nasty hobgoblin. Violent, unpredictable. Just across the way in the cells. Me, with my perfectly honest business here. The other law-abiding, bandit-fearing folks of the town. After everything this place has been through. You remember what it was that knocked it place off the map last time? Runt. They can't be allowed to be in those cells. Little fella like you, resourceful fella like you, slip in there, slip a quick blade in the right place. Then it will all be done and proper, and this clink clink can be yours.
I think at that point, Umi is visibly shaking and just dives right into the hood. Just this was nothing to do with this conversation.
And then I think Halia like sneezes. Stupid birds. Now, run, love, run. I don't want to keep you. You're a busy boy. You've been very nice to come and say hello to old Halia.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Miss Halia. Yeah, of course. Well, I'll let you know. Thank you. And he kind of just shuffles awkwardly out the door and back to Stonehill. And
Off you go, pet. Chop, chop.
I'm so uncomfortable.
My
That was
skin
a lot
is
of fun.
crawling,
Not gonna
John.
lie.
And now cut to.
You enjoyed
Where's me
doing
cup of
that, you
tea?
evil monster?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay. Rufflejacks. Oh god,
Well
fucking
done.
Centaurans.
Well done.
I mean, I'll deflect some of the blame. Was that a decent representation of that description you gave me, Mike?
quite a fantastic representation.
I may have been,
Like, you wanted this?
might have been rereading a
Yeah, I
couple
was
of
gonna say, sicko.
rereading some 10-minute backstories recently.
Is this what gets you off, Mike? You disgusting
Yeah.
pervert?
I thought this was a safe space. I thought I could talk about this with you guys.
Never. No safest ever space.
Soleil.
Hello.
Also, Sophia, what was that you were saying about cults? You're just like they're disappearing into your cowl.
Nothing.
Christ.
The cult of having digital screens in your tabletop gaming space.
Welcome. Join us.
Jealous. Sully,
Oh.
as you make your way across the town square, you hear a faint bang of the doors being bust open as that the prospector is being thrown from the exchange. But just some other background noise in the town.
Drama.
You see, as I said, Sister Gariel, and kind of looming out of the shadows behind her, the ample form of Doris.
Yay.
Just coming in sick. Are you alright, sister? You don't be up and about too long. And she just like pats Doris, on the shoulder. Don't worry, Doris. I'm doing okay. Get things ready for the evening ceremony. Yeah. All right, sister. And she goes off into the back. Good to see you, Slate.
See you later,
And Sister Gariel leans kind of heavily against the door frame and gestures you over. Her blessings with you, Soleil.
And to you, sister. You looking well? Better than the last time I saw you?
Yeah, it's a slow mend. But I don't have it like you youngsters do. Even that old dog Perry Trivia. I tell you, one long night's rest and you're as good as new. It's a mystery.
Yeah. Don't ask me how it happens, but it just does.
Well, don't question it until you have to. Trust me.
I won't. Much change since I left? I mean, I know we've not been gone long, but...
It's been a few days. Things are picking up a bit. People are getting used to living their old lives again without the red brands causing a fuss everywhere.
Yeah.
Thank you and your friends so much.
Well, all in a hard day's work. Or a couple days, I suppose. We got into a wee bit of a scuffle in Cragnall Castle, but we're back. It's time. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Look.
How's Nan been?
Oh, full of beans.
Yeah. I know. I heard her from the prison, from the jail, even. So.
And she'll be happy to see you. It won't sound like it, but she will be.
Oh, she'll be fine so long as she gets a cup of tea in her hand. No.
Yes. Remember, don't go barging through the front door. Kitchen door. Make a cuppa through the living room. Okay.
I know. I've lived there all my life. I know.
The amount of times you walk through that front door without thinking.
I know. All right. There's habits. Sometimes die hard, but this one, yeah, I'll remember.
Look. Part of feeling better means I've remembered more about Conyberry.
Oh yeah?
It was a terrible presence. It was something unholy, undead in nature. A restless spirit set to guard the area. That's what my Harper contacts had warned about.
Okay.
Actually, let me just remind myself of the exact Harper
Sorry.
connection there. Actually, yeah, I think we changed it because in the adventure as written, the Harpers are after some like magic book that spirit knows about. But I don't think I think we just like she had gone there, having heard reports of this disturbance, and had suffered for the for her troubles.
Thanks.
And she says, yeah, like I said, some of my memories came back, and the awful wailing, and the things she said, Soleil, the threats she made. She said something about calling on the sisters. And that's what made me think of you and your friend, Little Runt. You always say, right, about how you can't really remember much of the early days, the early years.
Yeah, but that's all down to being a child, though. Who remembers the first years of their life?
Everyone to an extent, but you've got to admit it's a larger portion of things for you, Soleil, right?
Oh,
I suppose you
didn't
were
remember much.
you were very young when it happened.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
But
At least that's what Nan says, anyway.
But she doesn't remember either, right? Remember, you had me zone of truth at that time.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's a bit of a battle axe. She might be. Mind you, she's not that strong enough to, withhold a zone of truth.
And if she had, I would have been aware. It's part of the effects.
Unless, I mean,
Look,
What-
all I know, Soleil, is that you're Nan. You have this big blank spot. And Runt talks of much of the same thing. If what you told me of your conversations is any weight to it. Look, I thought of all of you because this creature, this howling, threatening thing, promised to call the sisters and leave me adrift without any inkling of who I was or where I'd come from. Said the sisters were always hungry.
hungry for what?
Memories.
Wow, that's making Coneyberry sound really appealing now.
Look, you don't have to go there. I can send word. There are
No.
there are cells in Neverwinter,
I know, but
Tribor.
to be honest, I don't want anyone getting killed or losing their own memories in accordance to just me trying to discover things, you know? It's my own shit. I need to tidy it up. Even though I didn't even realise I made the shit. But
Look,
I'll do. We need to do this for Nan at least, and for Run. I'll go without.
it just really struck me that there's the three of you. I mean, didn't Run come to Phandelver from the east?
I think so. Method. I'm guessing he did.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he did. Just surely it's a coincidence, right? Most people come from the east or the west or other parts.
Yes. Well, good. Well done.
Pirate trying
Wait,
to be cool.
what? East or west?
No one comes from the centre.
It's like the Blues
You're not
Brothers.
trying
It's
hard
like,
enough.
what kind of music you got here? Both kinds, country and western.
Rock and roll.
That's who Runt and Soleil are. We're just the Blues Brothers.
Rock and roll, that's the band.
On a mission from God.
But no, yeah, I remember he did say he's from the east.
Yes.
But surely he's not come from Coneyberry area, surely.
He would have passed through. Maybe he fell foul to this as well.
Maybe.
He would know. You wouldn't know. I don't believe you and your nan came from that way.
So sometimes I get this look in her eyes. Like she just kind of she'll be staring off and it's almost as if she's not here and she is somewhere else. I only know Phandelver because as far as I'm aware, this is where I was born, this is where I was raised, this is where I've always known. The first time I left was when I was going on a missionary for you know, but I don't know, sister. But I reckon that I don't believe Nan's from here. Or at least I don't think she knows it.
I mean, nobody.
Is you?
I'm slowly getting better, but look, none of us are from here, Soleil. No one apart from Pip and the other little ones were born here. Look, be careful. It's not a given. Whatever this thing is at Coneyberry, it doesn't have those abilities itself. It threatened me with calling on these other entities, and didn't do that to me. I can remember everything. Slowly, I mean, luckily, I thought maybe at first I had been struck by a milder form of the same thing, but it was just my injuries.
Can I ask? I mean, you managed to get out all right. Sorry. You managed to get out all right. I'm
Yeah.
assuming everyone else did.
I
Was there anything
was
that you-
working alone.
All right. Well, was there anything, you know, before you left? Was there anything you did to prepare yourself just in case? Like, were you wearing anything particular? Cast anything?
I just took Timora with me as always. And as she would have it, as luck would have it, here I am.
Who's on your side?
And may she watch over you just as well, and your friends.
Now, you need to rest up,
Yeah, I know.
because if we're gonna be, fighting on bad and everything.
Also, I don't want to leave the ceremonies to Dot for too much longer.
She's good, but she's not you.
Well, come on, don't keep your nan waiting anymore. She says, "No, Dot, that's for the morning ceremony." And she disappears into the cottage.
Just leave her to the snacks. She's good at that.
What's left of them?
Yeah.
Says Dot. Okay. Do you have anything you want to do with your nan as well? Because I mean, that was the kind of main interaction I wanted to have there.
Just a brief check on her, make her a cup of tea,
Yeah.
go through the kitchen, not the front door.
Well done.
Usual back
Pause.
and forth sort of thing, like
Yeah.
I'm going. I don't mind if you want to fast forward that. We've seen a preview of this before, folks.
Indeed. But you do think on what Gariel told you, and it does kind of make you look on Nan's protectiveness in a bit of a different light. You do think it might stem from something before.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
It's almost like there's an underlying. She doesn't know why she needs to protect me so much, but she just does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Leia, Perry, and Gundren.
We're in.
Make your way to the north corner there and push through the doors into the warm, friendly, chatter-filled tap room of the Stonehill Inn. Leia.
Yes.
You see your brother-in-law, Toblin, looks up. He's like, "Oh, Lawyer, welcome back. Ooh, watch out!"
Hi.
Boom! And Lion just slams into the side of you. You were gone too long. And Perry, you see these sisters, almost twins, they look very similar.
I was
Sorry, almost twins.
not.
Actually twins. Sorry, excuse me.
Damn, it's like you're actually twins.
Excuse me.
I was not gone too long. I did mention that I'll be away for I don't know how long, therefore it could not have been too long. And Laia hugs her back.
Yes, a wizard always arrives exactly when they mean to. I know. Now,
I love that book.
How have you been?
busy now that those ruffians are gone.
Good.
Thanks to our troll slayers.
I suppose. And
Now, come on, Laia, admit it. You must feel it. You must feel that connection, that happiness. You've protected your home. Home, right?
I suppose Laia does not. I mean, I think there's still so much more to
narrator
do.
voice.
and
Laia, do not.
It's my passive insight of 11 making me like, she doesn't, dude.
No, like
She's lying.
she would like that was a terrible lie. It's like I suppose, but there's still so much more to do and much bigger things to focus on than a few annoying trolls and bandits. But where is Pip? You seem well. People are here, so there's business. Now where is Pip?
I'm around the place somewhere, keeping himself busy with his friends.
Pip? Come see your aunt. She does not actually raise her voice.
And you don't need to. It's just like there's like a slight pause, and then there's just footsteps. Aunt Leia!
Come,
I challenge
say no.
you
And
to a spell duel.
Oh no! Look out! I
which
draw a sword.
components are you using, darling?
Kidding.
What components are those?
What?
Yes. Are you trying to use somatic? Somatic?
You see on the spell card it says V, S, and M, right?
What spell card?
Oh, kid, we gotta start at the beginning.
Have you read any of the books I have given you?
Look. I just... And Lion's like, what have you got there, Pip? He's like, a knife! He's like, no! And
You call that a knife? I draw
Perry-
a sword. This is a knife.
Well, Perry, yeah, you'd already drawn your sword, and he comes at you, and
I parry.
let's see here. What's our little Pips?
I pretend to fight him for real.
I got a 12.
Oh no, you almost got me.
I got a 12.
Does he have a stat block?
Yeah, here's a character sheet.
Yeah. My armor class is 17.
Okay, you clash blades with him, and
Do I know his entire life story? It's like that thing in Naruto where they fight and they like just learn about each other.
no. But he's like, he does like a strange like gesture, as Leia mentioned some semantic components before, and he's like doing this strange gesture with his other hand, and as his blade clashes against yours, Perry, it becomes sheathed in a kind of vibrating energy.
Ooh.
Um,
My boy, did you just cast a spell?
which
Honey.
moves. It transfers like onto your blade, like the vibration loop moves through where the blades clashed, and then he scuttles away.
Okay. What was that, darling?
He's like, nothing, but don't tell your friend not to move.
Oh, did you do that thing? Hold on. What's that spell called? I don't remember the spell.
So
Did you cast Boom and Blade on me? Boy, did you cast Boom and Blade on me?
Laya is actually a little proud,
It sure is
but
not
she calls
Boomer
him
Blade.
over.
It is a Boomer Blade.
Yeah.
you
Laya's
come
actually
back and
proud.
dispel this magic right now, young mister.
Now, where did you learn that? I didn't teach you this.
I've been studying,
I don't-
like you said, Auntie.
Oh, tell me all about it. Come here. And she looks so proud.
Can someone free me from this boomer prison?
Laya is very
Only-
busy
only
being
lasts
very
for 1
proud
round.
of her nephew.
So like,
Oh,
just
okay.
you're just standing stock still with like, he's like.
I wait 6 seconds,
Yeah, and then it just slowly dissipates.
then I draw my +1 longsword and I slay this demon.
I will slay you.
I'm kidding. That's pretty good for a first-timer, kid.
And Lion's like, oh, silly thing, go get out of everyone's feet. Lion, come on, sit down. Silly boys with their
actually-
toys, eh?
No. That was.
Pip, you got like
that
another
was
world of
magic.
patron or something? You got some sort of demon?
Look,
What's
if,
going
anyone,
on,
if
Pip?
anyone's patronizing anyone, it's you lot. You leave the poor child alone. Come on, Pip. Come on, go and play.
No. That was
That boy
magic.
just cast a spell, miss.
Yes. I'm incredibly proud of him, and I must give him some attention to nurture his knowledge.
And I have to recruit him to the fighter corps, or whatever I'm a part of.
There'll be no
don't be ridiculous.
recruiting of any kind till
Laya.
he's at least 12.
Laia, when has Pip ever studied any of those silly dusty old tomes of yours?
But he has magic.
Do it again,
maybe
boy.
maybe he's studying in secret.
Look, you're just playing along with his silly games. Come on, just admit it. You did it.
No, I
Hold on.
didn't.
If he's not studying, could there be a chance that he's got innate magic, like some sort of saucer?
He's been talking about saucers a lot.
I don't
You guys
know of
part
any
Dragonborn,
sorcerers
or,
in our family, and I doubt Toblin has any sorcerers, so probably not.
Well, there's
Perry,
a.
as Perry says that, Lion draws very close to you, Laia, and like looks up at each of your your horns, your tiefling horns. And it's like, does he have any latent abilities from anything in particular?
Us being tieflings does not immediately mean that we have sorceress blood. It doesn't discount it. But we have no proof to say that for sure we have sorcerer blood.
There is also a third option to get magic without sorcerer blood or studying. It's a little bit more sinister, but depends on the user, not the not the origin of magic.
Then all the more reason to go and ask little Pip if he's truly been studying or not.
Pip, have you been making pacts with demons?
He wouldn't know what a demon is. Oh god.
Well, so
But
when
no,
God
it's too
created
early to
angels,
immediately go down that path. The
He's
simplest
been making a pact
solution.
with a cat.
It's like, when Mum and Auntie Leia are angry, I do what they tell me to do. Is that making pacts?
no one's angry, kiddo. We're just wondering
No.
where you learned to cast magic.
No, you asked me if I made a pact with the demon.
Ha!
No.
Called your demons.
Pip, I'm very proud of you for your interest in magic. Just show me. I want to know how you learned. I'm very proud of you.
Some of the other kids say you're demons.
That's
Some of the
called
other
racism,
kids
brother.
don't know things. Some of the other
tiefling
kids
is not
can
technically a
be
demon,
very
son.
bad.
Wait, Pip is also a tiefling, right?
No.
Oh.
No, and neither will Laia's parents. It's just
Yeah.
it's her and her twin sister only.
Oh, interesting.
No. So let me know. How did you study? How did you learn magic? What did you do?
Books.
Show me. Which books?
That one. And he points at a menu.
I examine the
Okay.
menu. I do an Arcana check on the menu.
Laia's gonna hold Pip's gaze as she's done
8.
before to get him to talk very gently. She's never been this gentle with anyone. It's just something for Pip only.
Roll me intimidation or persuasion.
They're the same, but I think the essence of it is going to be intimidation, but parental intimidation.
Yeah.
This is the nicest you've ever treated anyone, with intimidation?
Yes, that's still nice for Laia. Excuse you.
Mike, you've never had Muslim parents. And it shows,
No, but
brother.
I have a Japanese dad. I know well enough.
Yeah, it's really all Asian parents. Dirty 20.
Ooh.
Okay. He's like, okay, I didn't read any of your silly books. Now, I have one more semantic component. Yeah, and he runs away.
I will hold him by the scruff.
That was a good roast, son.
Make a acrobatics check.
Can I give the help action by playing point guard?
It's like a pick and roll right over here.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not the most acrobatic, so that's a 7.
Did you roll
With advantage.
Advantage.
I'm helping you.
Yeah, advantage. Yeah, Perry's trying
Yeah.
to block his routes of
You're
escape.
not going anywhere, boy.
And 8.
Wait. 8.
Hey,
I got 21.
ew.
So he just goes under a table between the two of you and just disappears. He's like, "Where did you learn that semantic component, young man?" Lion's shouting behind him.
Okay. I do not like this. He is not studying. And therefore, unless we have sorcerer's blood in our ancestral line, which we have no way of finding out unless you can suddenly find ancestors to ask.
Or
then
unless he has
maybe
an
what
otherworldly
Perry-
patron.
Yes, unless what Perry suggested is possible. I mean, I don't know. It might not be terrible. It might not necessarily be demonic. But it is something to be concerned about.
Lion looks terrified.
Diane, your son is going to achieve greatness, but it does mean that there might be, well, this magic thing is going to need to be figured out. Now, I'm here till tomorrow morning. I am going to spend the night catching the boy and getting it out of him. I won't leave till I got to the bottom of this. And I have to leave tomorrow morning.
You see, Lian's gone from terrified to seething. You'd better. You put these ideas in his head. You set him on this path. And she storms out to the kitchen.
Now, worst case scenario, it's just a fiend.
No. I mean, there's worse than a fiend, I think. But okay.
Toblin's like, it's pronounced phase. Phase.
Oh, that could also be a scenario. It could be an archfey.
And
He's
I
like,
think
Oh,
Laya
phase.
He's like-
I just got that phase.
He's like,
I wasn't even making a joke.
right. He's like, plural? Oh shit.
well, it
Not-
could be plural.
An archphase?
Okay, well,
Hey, here at
Laya will
QuestJunkiesUK,
spend...
we support the face, okay?
Yes. Laya will spend
It's
the
not a
remainder
phase, Mom.
It's
Careful.
not...
Well,
Laya will spend the remainder of the night trying to get
interrogate this child.
it. Yes.
Apparently.
Yes.
No, remember the phrase, Perry? It's called parental intimidation, apparently.
Right.
Yes, it's parental intimidation. It is intimidation for your own good.
The cycle of violence continues.
And with perhaps a few uses of thaumaturgy just speckled in.
Oh, yikes.
She's casting spells at the boy.
Oh no.
Expelliarmus!
Look, I never
And
said
something
Laya
to do
was
with
kind.
Avada
Crucio! The boy! My boy!
And also a few
Put
cookies.
their bed to my boy. Sorry.
Okay. Sorry, Perry, you've been playing second fiddle to all of this. Is there anything you would like to do for yourself?
I think I will just hang out with Sildar and Gundren.
Yeah, so that
Then-
comes shortly after.
We'll do like, you know, that thing that all old people do when they hang out and they just like talk about like times that weren't now.
The good old days.
The black and
Do
white
you,
days.
do you remember this from then? Oh, that! From that time!
That time, yeah.
And I will get Gundren to give me a more detailed map, or like, you know, like draw me a more detailed plan on how to get to Wayveko Cave. From preferably Wyverntor, but if not, also from Phandelver is good.
Okay. Yeah, I think from the way the mountains kind of roll, you do need to go from Phandelver, like down
Okay,
into
fair.
that valley and then up towards I Spy Peak. Yes,
Has he
Robert, I
been?
said I
Has he
Spy
been?
Peak. Sorry?
Has he been to Wyverntor?
Not related to Wayveko Cave, but yeah, potentially.
Sorry. Has he been to Wayveko Cave?
Gundren? Yes.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Gundren, my man, how did you deal with the fact that there is indeed a living dragon there?
Oh, just a certain amount of stealth is required. Couldn't do it after 2 or 3 of these.
I don't know if you've met the party, but we're not exactly the stealthiest bunch. Not all of us,
Oh,
anyway.
no, I mean, just as long as you're not going in there, like horns blaring, you're okay. You're okay.
All right. And how old of a dragon are we talking? Like a baby dragon? They
Oh,
like bacon?
It's not that kind of story. There's no such details really. Just as just a myth. It's probably a metaphor for the storms that blew around the peaks there, sorry.
So a storm dragon. We're looking at a storm dragon? Got lightning breath?
No, the story is of a white dragon.
Okay. So you've never actually seen the dragon. You've just been
goodness,
careful.
no.
Right, because you'd be dead. If you saw a dragon, you'd be dead.
Of some varieties, there are more reasonable ones, if old stories are true.
That's fair. And how much bacon should I bring?
Pardon? Bacon?
Like,
Yeah, like a drift, a drove, a sounders. How much bacon do I need, brother?
I'm not quite sure the metric you're trying to communicate with.
Right, I'll worry about the bacon on my own then.
Bring the whole
Then
damn
we
hog.
just like spend the night cartographing.
He kind of like slides your mug away from you. He's like, yes, you do that. You do that.
Pull out my sword and chop up Zam. Just kidding.
Perry's on a fine trigger today.
Kidding.
Jesus.
It's not Perry, it's Shez.
That's better?
Is it?
I'll take it either way. I love it.
It's dueling Leia's nephew.
I can't believe he cast Booming Blade on me. The audacity.
Hey, I would have cast worse, but I already wasted a spell slot against that wisdom save of Leia's.
How many spell slots does boy have?
Only one, unfortunately. That's why I only,
More
had,
than
cantrips.
you.
That's why I only had cantrips left.
Yeah, that's fair.
Saucers, man.
You wait till tomorrow.
He could be a saucer or a warlock or an artificer.
Hey, he could
Y'all
be a bard.
have the audacity to talk about wizards, saucers, and warlocks and forget about clerics. Soleil's offended somewhere in the world.
Yeah, but clerics can't
Look,
cast
Pip
Booming
is
Blade.
many things. He is not a cleric. He's more likely to be a bard.
Oh, bars can
He
cast
could be a
things,
blood
yeah.
hunter who just gets their magic from nosebleeds.
Ooh.
I'm using
And
that
s-
as,
and
as my
scuffed-
next blood hunter
And
for
scuffed
sure.
knees.
Yeah.
You could. I just need to bleed my nose real quick before we go into battle.
That's a minute.
It's
They
not a
just
phase,
pick this
Mom.
scab.
So,
Definitely using that now.
I think I'll hit the shops in the morning, and then I'll just hang out with Sildar and Gundren all night.
the
And
orange,
then I'll probably like just stay at that inn as well.
the burnt orange sky goes to a deepening purple, darker even than Leia's hair there, and we transport ourselves away from Stonehill Inn to an alleyway. Runt, you are trying to quieten your panicked bird. It was the alleyway between these two houses next to Sleeping Giant, right?
Double check.
It was here,
it's
I
off the
think.
map up on me.
Right. So I thought.
Yeah. Yep. Good eye. Good eye.
What are you saying to your bird friend?
We have to be strong, Numi. Look, I don't know either. All right, this whole together thing, that's kind of together has helped us. Okay, we haven't lost anyone. Soleil's fine, Perry's fine, Leia's fine. If we just keep doing this together thing, I think we'll be okay. It'll be okay. Umi, I think, has kind of quieted down, and maybe just you see the little head kind of poke down like it's trying to sleep, trying to just quiet its mind. And I think as we enter the alleyway, the sort of shade that emanates from the moonlight as crows kind of sit on the rooftops. I think with a hunched sort of posture. He squats next to the statue and stays to reflect.
The mirrored surface of the shard of stone embedded in the wall of the building and the edge of the alleyway feels to emanate almost a kind of warmth. One that's often given you comfort on a cold alley night. And there is a sense of encouragement. I think because we had established it does actually communicate like full up words, doesn't it? It's not just feelings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You feel torn, sundered. Choices.
I need to know that we're doing the right thing. But I feel like we're not. The king we saved, but what good is a king who gives no benefit to those who would hunt its kin down? I fear that if we leave the red brands alive, one of them will escape. But if I can kill them tonight, all of them, I can save Laya, I can save Perry, and I can save Saleya. A world of hurt. Being a hero means doing the right thing and making those who have made their crimes pay for them. But maybe that means paying for it in blood.
Red brands. Weak. Didn't do what they were told to do. Cragmore. Weak. Didn't deliver. We don't need them. You can finish.
Takes a deep breath and kind of thinks about Sturge Slayer. No bodies, no burial mounds.
No rewards. No glory. For those that fail.
Died trying. He'll notch the short swords and just make it a little easier to loosen. And I think for the first time in a long time, he actually retrieves Umi from his hood and puts Umi down kind of in view of the other crows and just pets Umi It's okay, buddy. I'll be right back. I'll be a little tired when I get back, but I need you to stay here, okay? I've got work to do. And he will sneak into the night,
Before you do,
and we will cut to black
before you do,
as he heads into Harbin, Westminster's house.
I think, like, before you go, the voice says, past the inn, the smithy, there are some broken, discarded blades. Do what must be done. Leave them behind. It will look like they did it themselves.
Ultimate failure.
Secrets.
Ultimate failure deserves ultimate punishment.
Stay
Yes.
hidden. And
The hood
know,
comes up.
yeah,
Oh, go ahead, go ahead. The hood comes up and the mask goes on.
know you are not alone. As we remain with the kind of shard in the foreshot, in the front of the shot, and just see Runt disappear into the shadows around the corner of the building, you just hear the voice almost to itself. I have found one more. And Runt disappears.
Guys, is Run evil?
No, he's not. He's just fucked.
He's perfect, okay? There's nothing wrong.
Must protect. Dare you insult my friend like that?
We're being enablers.
Why you do this? He's got
You guys
fucking
can tell
hero
who Romance
complex.
Astarion in Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh no. How's it all
One of you romanced Astarion, and it shows. Okay. So. Laia, I think perhaps in her old teacher's cottage. I think, as I'm trying to think where people would spend the night. Do you have your own place?
I would assume so, because Laia would have stayed with her parents or something. She wouldn't stay with her teachers.
Okay. I think I think just at this early stage, I think you can't get anything out of Pip.
Okay. I would want to leave it at a note where convincing him from everyone he knows, I know the most about magic. And so if he ever wants to or has questions, to come to me.
And I leave a flyer for like the local fighting corps.
And everyone has a night's rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
You aren't injured.
Double spell slots, maybe?
What?
There we are.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, so
It's
what
all
level are we
about
now?
the spell slots. Level 5? Incredible. Good job, guys. We
God.
leveled up
No, don't
twice with
say
that
that.
interaction.
Second
Don't
attack.
say that, because level 5 is when the adventure properly starts, and I'm scared.
Yes.
I'm scared, but I'm impatient.
Okay, so the next day dawns. Are there any preparations you would like to make?
Just want to.
Potions.
They probably wouldn't have restocked since you went to Craigmore.
Oh, okay.
That was fairly recently.
Okay. Then I guess if it would matter, we might restock on food supplies just because we don't know how long we'll be away
Bacon.
this time.
Mhm.
More bacon just in case.
So, for instance,
A drift or two.
Sounding.
So rations, things like that, because at least on my side, I'm out of rations.
We keep track of rations
Soleil,
somewhere?
no.
Alright, cool.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I think Reginald was off playing with your other your kennel of direwolves that you're collecting here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rippy.
I know that before leaving Phandelver, 'cause I didn't get to go last night. Just gonna pop by where our friends have been laid to rest.
Okay.
Gonna go and find the spot where my mentor, where even though he was a construct, I'd like to think that there was some sort of placard for him.
Sure.
Because he was a, member of the community. He was the head grave keeper before I took over after his demise at the Troll Cave. So I'm just gonna go and visit and also pay my respects to Klep as well.
Klep and Sep, noted.
Maybe add an extra stone to each of their cairns. So.
Do you say anything over the graves before you go?
Harry pours one up for the homies.
Forgive me, Mike. My brain is just not working today. I can't remember the name of your character from.
That's what I said before. Klep and
Oh,
Sep.
Sep. It's just Sep. Yeah.
Sep, that's it. Thank you. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's close to Klep. So for Sep, I just put another stone on top of the cairn and just mutter my own blessings at them and thank them for the knowledge they bestowed upon me. To Klep, I just basically just say, I didn't know you very long, but you were nice and you didn't deserve what you had, but we'll do. We'll get the job done.
Just the
and
splash
then-
of pouring liquid beside you as Perry's just like, here.
I'm just muttering, one last job. One last really big job.
Is-
Is it a
there
nice pear
any,
cider that you're pouring out here?
It's just bird feed. But yeah,
Where's-
sure.
I wonder if that's what you were named after. I wasn't sure.
Oh, no, I'm named after a Roman goddess.
Cool.
Oh, it's not Peri Peri Chicken then.
No,
Not Nando's.
no, I'm so sorry.
I don't think I ever asked before, but is there any benefit aside from like story or like RP to pray at the Shrine of Luck before we go? Like, would that give us any help at all?
Yeah, how many levels do we gain by praying, John?
No.
Does it grant permanent inspiration for the rest of the
I
day?
will
Is there like
say-
a plus bonus?
I will say, Soleil, as a cleric of Timora, can pray at the shrine before leaving on a particular endeavor, and if you roll a natural 20, I will give you a luck point.
Whoa.
Wow,
luck
John.
Pretty nice.
Okay.
How?
I'm gonna do it.
generous.
Fuck it.
You've given her. Come on, Mike, please prove him wrong. Give it that 20 right now. Right now.
We believe
Come on.
in
Question
you.
is, do I use my Feronia dice, which is using my lucky one, or fuck, I use Soleil?
The dice
Whoa,
gods
whoa,
leave
Please,
us and take it.
please.
Was that a nat one?
No!
Which one was it? Was it nat 20 or nat 1?
It was a lot.
Sorry, I
Oh,
just,
no.
I just, had,
Wow,
I just had to
getting
check.
that one in a prayer.
I just had to check if someone was in chat before. Yes, I would not extend Aelin the same offer. Let me say that.
Timora, what the fuck?
What's the opposite of a luck point? Give me the
Aelin,
opposite of a luck
give us your
point.
die.
I'm,
Come on,
now I'm
Aelin.
gonna try. I'm gonna try it with my Feronia dice now. I've got 16 with my Feronia dice, so that doesn't count. But damn it, Soleil, why are you so unlucky?
Great.
What did
So
you do, Soleil?
you're heading out
She's
towards
praying.
the.
She's praying, and Nan's shouting at her for one last cup of tea. That's what's happened.
Looks like
Nan,
You're heading
God
out.
damn it.
You're heading out towards the Old Owl Well.
sir.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the plan, right?
yeah,
So,
praying
yeah.
to
Okay.
Timora, and instead you got
Um,
Bashaba.
Laia, Perry, and Runt, you look confused as to why it's happening, but Soleil's kind of like avoiding eye contact and keeping their eyes down as you leave the town limits. And there's just this old beggar with like wild hair and this long straggly beard. He's just pointing, he's like, "Doomed! Doomed! Doomed!"
Don't listen to him. He's a pisshead.
Do you? Does he know something we don't?
Too much sauce. Just leave him. Fine.
Why is this man yelling at you as doomed? I'm very curious.
Well, I mean,
The human man?
I may have had a wee pray to Timora at the shrine, and let's just say that a couple pebbles fell off, and that's usually a bad sign. So I think we're a bit fucked. Let's
What
hope
did
it's.
you-
Well, let's just hope that this bad luck is just, I don't know, we eat some mouldy bread, all right? Just
Holy
No,
bread,
no,
that'll
no,
kill
no.
you.
I don't think you need to read into some pebbles falling down. Like they're just pebbles.
are you disrespecting my religion?
No, I think your religion is bigger than a few pebbles.
Got you.
You do not
Timora
know
works-
Timora, then. She works in mysterious ways. Of course, you wouldn't know that. You're a wizard, so.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know about the pebble effect. Haven't you ever heard of the pebble effect before? You know, when pebbles fall in a place, there could be a tornado somewhere.
Huh?
That
Pebbles can cause an avalanche.
correlation does not mean causation.
Still, I think
Not with-
we should err on the side of caution. All right.
Well, we should all the time. We're just really bad at it.
I just realised the second week in a row I've said that because I said that to Cat Barnagans last
One
week.
TPK later.
How dare you?
At least it's not to you.
guys!
Oh my god. I still
Alright,
think that
are
we
we-
should err on the side of caution. Just be careful.
That I can agree to, but let's
Okay,
see
John.
which of us is ever the voice of reason.
Assume that we're always doing perception checks. Just always percepting. Always checking for
Parasite
traps.
is-
Passive
fuck.
perception is for.
Yeah.
John, quick out of character question. After last night, would I have had a little
better.
heavier sack of gold?
Depends if you went to claim.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Okay.
Okay.
It's wild that we didn't hear anything about it on our way out of town.
Well, you know,
They're just-
maybe fortunes will. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I said they're looked up and people have. I mean, you said you were leaving first thing.
Oh, we did say that, didn't we? Okay.
Well, maybe fortunes can change, guys. And I will pull out that little leather satchel. We've had a few folks in town who've invested in our good fortune, and I wanted to share that with you guys. And I'll hand you guys 25 gold each.
Whoa.
Oh, cheers, pal.
Excellent, finally. Everyone just says, go, good job, but then there's no actual monetary pay. This is great.
Yeah, we don't get paid in affirmations, we get paid in gold.
Exactly.
Thanks, sport.
Thank you for collecting this.
I hope you didn't have to do anything nefarious.
Why would we ever do anything nefarious? We're heroes.
Oh, a lot of spooky things have been done for the sake of heroism.
John,
Hey, mate.
would this have been the first sort of instance that I've seen Runt do this sort of thing?
Like give money.
Or just have extra
Well,
money?
have that amount of money on him all of a sudden.
Yes. So, but I mean, he did say it was a reward for what you guys had done.
Sure.
Mm,
As we're
Maya
walking,
has no reason
Suspicious
to
of my
doubt it.
bestie.
Raised
Yeah.
eyebrows all around.
He
As
was
we're
dealing with me
walking-
without me.
Side eye.
I tell
Naya has no reason to doubt this at all.
Runt the story of my people and how like all like the atrocities that we committed. We said that we were spreading democracy or some ridiculous nonsense, and like we thought that we were heroes while doing it. You see, Runt, everyone who wins the war thinks they're the heroes. It's not until we see the results of our actions that we know whether or not we were heroic or vile. Villainous, even.
But
Anyway, that didn't have anything to do with you.
I thought history was written by the victors.
Yeah, but just because you win doesn't mean you're a good person.
Yeah, the victors can spoil. I think that's how it says it.
not everything has to be morality or good or heroic or villainous. Sometimes the right things to do are not that clear. Or there's no time to sit and debate it.
That's true as well.
That's why you're our fearless leader, Laya. See, I knew I could trust you. And
I
as...
didn't-
Oh, go ahead.
No, I didn't expect to be a leader, but I guess I'll give it a try. Always been more of books, but if you guys want, why not? I think
It's whoever has the highest int score.
that certainly is not the wizard.
I don't think that's how that works. Laya, just know that, and with a quick tap on the shoulder, you will see Runt's eyes burn green again. We believe in you. You'll lead us through.
Fuck.
And we'll cast guidance on you.
Did we all see that?
Yeah.
Can we do like a series of checks to determine what the fuck that was?
Series of insight checks, yeah.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen this, and like we never did talk about what happened.
You got
I
another worldly
think that's
patron,
the
buddy?
right time for the road, Grunt, if you don't mind. I'm curious because this is quite nice and strong.
What can I say? I learned from you and Soleil. You guys are the magic spell slingers. Just tried my best to replicate it.
Well, that's not from me. I don't know how to do that.
Harry pulls out the Dungeons Master's manual, and he's just like, all right, so are you this class where you get your magic from a bloodline? Are you this class where you get otherworldly patron?
You keep using these other two as if clerics aren't a spellcasting class. Soleil is right in front of you, and you are offending her at every turn.
She has a god. Do you know who your god is? Then you're not a cleric.
That's rather an existential
Hey,
question.
hey. He could believe in himself.
And that would
Oh,
make him
clerics
a
don't have that.
warlock, I think. Can you be your own patron?
Perry,
why
what
not?
edition are you even in? Can I take a look at that? Oh my god,
It's like
you're in
3.5%
second edition.
shit.
Fucking boomers.
Oh no!
Fuck.
I'm so old!
Laya, Soleil, don't listen to him. He's on the wrong edition. It's okay.
I prefer homebrew, thanks.
This isn't even Dungeons and Dragons, it's Dragon Quest.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Pathfinder.
It's Pathfinder. I'm playing 2E. No wonder my multi-class is so intricate.
Oh, God.
What's this?
Fuck
Oh,
the
yeah.
anime side quest right now, like we usually do. This is just like PTRPG Existential Crisis.
Are we there yet?
You are traveling up towards the tribal trail there, and through, you see the majestic forest off to the north, and the far off distant mountains, one of which must be Icespire Peak, if I'm looking at your map.
Yes.
Yeah.
and you see all the foothills there, and you know that the Old Owl Well that you are looking for is nestled in those hills, as is Wyvern Tor. So this will be the area that those bandits are said to be terrorizing.
Are we going to stop by Coneyberry first? Because that's on the trail.
Well, I mean, we were saying that to avoid the dragon, maybe we would go through Tribor Trail and then go down to Old Owl Well. But it's up to you guys if you'd rather go directly.
Well, just out of character, I thought we had a reason to go to Cornyberry. Travel east on the trail.
We do. It's just about the route we want to take.
We've got a reason to go to Agatha's lair anyway. So.
We do have reason, or we don't?
We do. There's a nice banshee there who wants to give us a cuddle.
Okay. I have it written down to speak to someone who was around when Phandelver was thriving. Travel east on the Tribor Trail to Cornyberry.
As far as Laya's concerned, Laya's fine if we go through Tribor Trail, then Cornyberry, then down. Or if we try to sneak and go to Wyvern Tor immediately.
Ooh.
So I'll leave it up to the rest of you guys.
I mean, I'm okay to follow the trail. I feel like this will escalate in how how dangerous it gets if we go like from Cornyberry south. So if we go straight to Wyvern Tor, it might be just like, cutting straight to the final boss's lair or some shit like that.
Well, there's also a dragon there.
Yeah, that's way back okay.
The dragon. That might be a good idea.
We should hold off until we're a little bit stronger.
Yeah, at least wait until we've got to level 20,
At least wait till my second attack comes in.
So then, John, I think we'd go through the Tribor Trail and Cornyberry, then head down Old Owl Well, then Wyvern Tor. So that basically we're going to try to skirt encountering the dragon.
Do we want to go to Agatha's first? Just to see that,
I think it's the
Banshee?
Yeah, it's there near Cornyberry.
Yeah, so we'll do Agatha's, Cornyberry, Old Owl, Wyvern Tor, then return to Phandelver, then go to Wyvern Cave.
Maybe not even return, I don't know.
John said it's easier to go through the Phandelver Mountains than go through the Wyvern Tor trail? Is that what you said, John?
Just based off of
To Wyvern Cave.
Yeah, because between Wyvern Tor and Waybecker Cave, there is Icespire Peak itself.
Oh, yeah, and we don't want to, cross Mount Everest to get to India.
Exactly.
So if we do Cornyberry and Old Owl Well, then we're going to have to double back to the Tribor Trail, then to Phandelver, then to Waybecker Cave.
Which is fine. I mean, we'll want to restock at Phandelver anyway, because we'll be on the road for a long time.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think, basically you want to focus on the shards first, right?
Shards first, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then once that's sorted, go back to Phandelver and then go to Waybecker.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Onward.
Fast travel.
Also, there is a phrase that appears in adventures from time to time, usually when it talks about a tunnel that heads off into the Underdark, or a waterfall that a fast running underground stream that washes you into the Underdark, which is where it gets to the end of that paragraph and says, which is beyond the scope of this adventure.
Wow.
Come on, you can't expect them to outline the entirety of the Underdark in every adventure.
I'd very much like them to. Come on, wizard, you slacking.
Gatekeeping.
Maybe a few paragraphs. But that said, just a moment.
Meanwhile,
so what animes you guys like?
I've been watching a lot more Sailor Moon again.
Ooh, classic.
So when you're talking about the crystals are here, the inspiration crystal, everyone was like, gotta catch them all. And I'm just like, I'm thinking of the Imperium Silver Crystal. That's what I was thinking of. Because I'm sad like that.
Whoa! I just finished Invincible season 2. Very good.
I've been watching Delicious in Dungeons. It's amazing.
I've heard
Ooh,
that's
I've heard
really good.
things. Yeah.
Likewise.
Really recommend, especially if you want to turn your brain off and enjoy ridiculousness with a good story.
I believe the manga has actual recipes that uses like real life meat instead of the dungeon meat, demon meat.
Damn.
Whatever.
Oh.
Get that cooked.
I want to run a game of Delicious in Dungeons.
Oops, all
That actually
chefs.
sounds
already-
like super cozy.
Well, Dag
Yeah.
Dag does
Let's have
does
Doris
like a
in it. Doris is a
D&D,
food-based
like,
cleric.
battle chef kind of thing.
That's cool.
Yes.
I don't.
I want to
I don't
run
know the
somebody
mechanics of
cozy game.
I was surprised today. I saw the there's a guy called the Playmat. There's a lot of content creation, and like I saw him introducing himself in the stream, and he basically does exactly the same thing as One Shot Roulette. I was like, hey,
Oh.
that sounds
Well.
familiar.
Hey.
Nice.
I have no idea which came first. Disclaimer. And I very much doubt that he's seen One Shot Roulette. So, anywho, I would say you think from the descriptions that you heard of this white dragon that its territory is not particularly widespread. You do not think it will be roaming beyond the mountains.
Right. Okay.
Mm.
Now, the reason you know that, partially, is because you overheard in Cragmore Castle the Goblin King complaining that one of his groups, because the Cragmore Goblins were just different tribes and different groups all working together. One of his groups, the Ice Spire Goblins, had been snatched up by the spider,
Right.
which
Yes,
means they've been driven away from their home. Now, if they were driven away from Ice Spire Peak, that probably indicates when the dragon arrived, because that's what would have driven them out.
Right.
And that's referring to the spider and things going on at Wave Echo Cave, so it would have been relatively recently. So you think unless you're like right there in the mountains, that you don't have to worry particularly.
Okay. And so as long as we're not literally where that triangle is, we're not gonna have to face
Pretty
the dragon.
much, yeah.
So,
yeah, it's just-
that means we can go to Aventura directly instead.
Yes.
I
think-
if we cross
I
that
think a
little
different
mountain path.
bunch of fated ones will be dealing with that problem when Roveljax twists my arm enough to do Ice Spire Peak.
Ooh,
Yes.
fun.
Which it's not the twisting that's the problem, Roveljax. If you're still there, I know you were there before. It's just timing. I have it, and I have read through the introduction and stuff, and it just sounds like fun.
Can I play Bjorn in it? I miss Bjorn.
Oh, is this Bjorn's arrival? Where is he? Sirenscape has
Oh, I feel
summoned.
right at home. Friggin' Ice Spire Peak, man, it's just so cold. I love it.
I mean, Barovia has returned to the
It has,
material
yeah.
plane. And Bjorn along
Anything's
with
possible.
You never know.
it. Okay, difference. Yes, Shez, whatever blighted day you leave this lovely isle of ours, you better situate yourself in a time zone you can keep playing with us. Although I think if you look at the Iwakiverse cast, I think pretty much every time zone is covered, so you're okay.
Yeah, the Americans make it work.
Hey, come to this time zone.
I am thinking about it. Saudi is slowly just convincing me that I should move to Saudi Arabia. Like the money is
Everyone
good.
move.
I would
But it is-
never encourage you to move to the UK. I'm sorry. Do not want to be here.
It's like, do I want to get paid in denarii or pounds?
Pat nods in Canadian.
Pat, don't encourage them. You know that market doesn't exist anymore.
Oh no.
Okay, anywho. So I was just having a wee look at Dragon of Ice by Peak here. Eh? Oh, A? Sorry, wrong A. Oh no, they've got him, guys. They've got him. Okay. So.
Eh? It's not it. A.
Eh?
Bring an A there, bud.
Does every country have a version of EH of some variety?
In Britain, I
That's
believe
the
it's in
Scotland's
Eh?
And in
what?
Japanese, I believe it's ne.
No,
Yeah.
like a use of that spelling. So in Japanese, it's eh.
Oh.
You know,
Eh, oh, okay.
That's me.
We smashed back to that scene with Nan again.
Guys, it was the Nan episode the whole time.
It's the Nan we needed along the way.
One day we need an adventure of the grandmothers of adventurers.
Yes.
Ooh.
Adventures have disappeared. The
Wait,
grandmothers are like,
this is just like
I'll
Dungeons
show
and Daddies,
them.
where they play their like grandkids, or reverse.
I know, Lord Kusamba, yeah, because his whole thing, he has a similar thing to the Wikiverse. It's all connected, and he's been playing a connected universe since he was a teenager.
Ooh.
Yeah, he has the longest running D&D world. He calls it a campaign. I think he's being generous. It's not what's generally considered a campaign, in 5e terms anyway. But it's different modules and different parts of different stories, different adventures, and he has players who are their characters are the grandchildren of their previous characters.
That's cool.
Oh wait,
One day.
isn't he on TikTok? I think I've seen this.
Maybe is Jay on TikTok? That'd be amazing. I hope so. Unfortunately, he's not looking today. He was in stream yesterday. He was watching yesterday, but he's not because he's streaming himself. Phantom,
That's amazing.
Phantom, if you're watching Jay as well, ask him is he on TikTok? Because if so, I want to tease him about it. Okay. So I'm trying to think. Does it give us a time like for journeying here? Running this chapter using the overland map. Travel time.
You can always just smash cut.
There you go.
Smash cuts are good, right?
Yeah, it fades to black, and then it says like a certain amount of time later.
Cheers,
One
There's an
eternity later.
interactive map of the Sword Coast that has travel time baked in, if you'd like.
Ah, amazing.
Yeah,
That's a good shout.
I do have it. Yeah, but no, I mean, I've just the travel time per day is 24 miles, which will make 25. And the 25 miles over a period of 10 hours throughout the day, and these hexes are five miles, so you can travel 5 hexes a day. So you only took 2 days to go to Cragmore and back. So there was only one long rest in that journey.
Yes.
So assuming you're sticking to the trail up to the Tribor from Phandelver?
Yeah.
No, I think we're gonna go to Iventor directly.
I'm sorry. I mean, you're sticking, but you're like directly.
Like we're not going off trail.
Out of Phandelver, you're following the trail.
We're on the trail.
Yeah.
So that's 1, 2, 3,
Moving
4,
towards like the
5.
last stop, right? Like
Okay.
the first stop is Agatha's there.
So the first, I mean, that's the question, right? The first day will get you to where it says Tribor.
Yeah, it's like halfway there.
Mm.
1, 2.
Halfway there. Sorry.
Living on a prayer.
Guess we'll camp for the night.
So that's the first journey. Gets you to where it says Tribor. Now, when you camp, you need to make the decision: do you cut into the hills towards Aldal Well, or do you follow the trail to Coneyberry?
Oh, I think we should
because that's actually the perfect place for that first camp to be.
Corn
Also,
there, right?
also, I need Soleil with her curse of Timora weighing over her head to roll me a d20.
Is this an encounter check?
Yep.
Oh no!
I'm
Come
not going
on,
to use
Soleil.
my. I don't know. Fuck it. I'll use my Soleil dice.
You have
I,
to.
you know,
Yeah.
I love my
Go for it.
chaos. So
Roll it with advantage, please.
thank you, John.
On a encounter check, a high roll means there's an encounter.
19.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I got a
We're
9
not,
and a
no.
19. So
no one
19.
told me. Oh no.
Okay. In which case, Runt, fellow causer of mischief and chaos, roll me a d12.
That's me.
Anyway, so we split the party. We sleep in 5 different sites.
I'll sleep in a tree.
5?
There's only 4 of us. How can we get 5? I have a 2. There's a 2.
A 2. Thank you.
Runt's bird sleeps in the 5th site.
Don't you separate Umi like that? That's micro.
Like, did I blank out? I don't remember you having Umi at all throughout like previous sessions.
I vaguely remember Klep saying that he would talk to the other crow, but then I don't think we ever mentioned it ever again.
I'm such
Yeah,
a great player.
They have been there. They're chilling.
Oh.
Yeah, Umi's
Where-
kind of Umi's a baby. Just a baby.
Mm.
Hey, birdie. Gotta take care of you, birdie. That's what I kept thinking of. I kept thinking
It's
of
just
that.
Soleil like holding Umi. Hey, baby. Hey, birdie.
No,
Don't worry, birdie. I'm
don't
gonna
say that
take
because
care
it
of you,
makes me think
birdie.
of friggin' Ali on Dimension 20.
Girly?
Hey,
Hey,
girly. Hey, girly.
Hey, girl.
No.
Hey, girly.
Anyway, so what peaceful
everyone-
event are we encountering?
I hope we've all at least in like YouTube shorts or something have experienced the joy that Grant inflicted on.
Hey, girly.
No, that Grant O'Brien inflicted on Brennan last week.
Oh yes,
Oh,
with the
wait,
birds.
what? Grant?
It was excellent. If you haven't
didn't
seen
see
it,
it.
just
It made-
search Brennan birds.
Oh no, I was
Wait.
sorry, Grant. What was in Grant's brain? Grant O'Hara. Why not? So this is I got this name stuck in my head yesterday as well. It's not Grant, is it?
Is it Brendan O'Hara?
No.
Who are you saying?
The Japanese guy.
Oh, Zach
Oyama.
Oyama?
Thank you. I don't
Yeah.
know why I had this.
Yeah.
this
Zach
other
Oyama.
bizarre. I was trying to talk about it yesterday as well, and I couldn't get Grant out of my head for some reason. Zach
What did he do?
Oyama.
You're thinking
Did-
of our Lord and Savior Grant Howitt. That's why. Or at least
Potentially.
my. That's the,
Yes,
he's
yes,
my,
Potentially,
My,
yes,
Lord,
indeed.
my God.
Yeah, I was thinking of Zach Pat. Sorry. Yeah, what Zach Oyama did to Brennan Lee Mulligan was fantastic.
Is this
Brennan Lee
part of,
Mulligan
the
just
new
collapsed
one?
into his chair, speechless.
Okay, I've not seen it. I will see it eventually.
Yeah, I mean, you can still enjoy the clip. It won't spoil the show, but it was just a mechanical thing in a fight. It was great. Okay, so that was a 2. Thank you. It's kind of good for runs. makes sense. Okay, so you make camp. Who? Yeah, Grant O'Brien's the tall, lanky guy that makes cocktails, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get my college humor dudes all mixed up. Too much dropout, John.
You know, the Japanese guy, Grant O'Brien.
Yeah,
Grant O'Brien. Hey, you never know. He could be Hafu.
Well, because it was, I knew, well, you know, Zach's not very Japanese.
Oh, Zach Oyama. It's a posture. Oh, why?
Oh, Yama.
Oh, have you met
It's
my
the-
friend
it's-
Zach Oyama?
Oh no.
He's of the Killarney Oyamas.
Killarney Oyamas. And their cousins, the Yamashitas.
Yeah, that's right, Phantom. Yeah,
Pat's in the chat just like, oh, the accents, no.
I know. Yeah, sorry, Pat.
This is for you, Pat, specifically. You're welcome.
Toy, 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 toy.
Oh, jeez.
Is that racist? Am I?
No.
No, just
am I veering
Pat.
into racism?
Just Pat.
I'm Canadian. We both hate the British.
I mean, that's. Are you French Canadian though?
But Pat
Then
is
you
also
really
strictly
hate
speaking
the
British. Right? I believe. Memory
What?
serves.
What?
Pat's,
Oh, we
Pat's-
still have
Pat's-
a queen on the money,
Pat's
but
from
we don't
Northern,
like
right?
it.
Well, he's from Derry, but don't call him British. It's
Okay,
like me
excuse
being Scottish and calling me British.
Okay, fair enough. I mean,
Even though my
we'll
dad's
say
English.
too.
No, yeah.
Yeah, none of us call ourselves British. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Great.
Sorry, Pat. Excuse me.
Okay, so I guess I will do first watch.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll make camp towards Cornyberry. Since that's our first stop anyway.
Berry.
I know. Is our first stop going to be Conyberry or Wyvern Tor, since we're going to be going there more directly now? Because
I thought
before
we were
we
gonna
said
go Cornyberry
we'll
and then
do.
head south, so we hit all three.
Yeah. I thought we were
Perry,
going
easier to
Berry
do.
first
Perry's
as
just
well.
like tossing in his sleep. He's like, "No, your backstory first. No, yours."
I mean, I'm fine. I'm fine either. Just want to clear up. So, because we went back and forth on Wyvern Tor or Cornyberry.
Wyvern Tor is last.
Okay.
I gotta
If you
say,
follow
Because
the
it's
tribal
by
trail,
the
it'll be
scary
the safest.
dragon.
I gotta
No,
say,
we won't see-
geographically, Wyvern Tor, Old Owl Well, Cornyberry, Thunder Tree makes the most
Yeah.
sense. Like just anti-clockwise.
Oh really? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
that's why. Initially, we only
Oh.
said Conyberry first because we thought we needed to go that far out to avoid the dragon. But we don't
My
have
bad.
to do that. So we can go Wyvern Tor, Old Owlbell, Cornyberry, so that we don't
Cool.
spend too many days.
That's a good.
Traveling.
Then can we just draw a straight line from Phandelver to Wyvern Tor?
Well, we're
It's
not
only
walking in
41.6
straight.
Just go
miles.
bounding through the forest in a little carriage.
Yeah, I'll
Um,
say.
Anything geographically sensibly, graphologically responsible. But I don't know, whoever's the best choice.
Yeah,
I'm
and
happy
also,
with
Shez, I have to say, like any hex of hills is 10 kilometers worth of travel.
Oh shit.
Oh,
okay,
wow.
So then
Like,
then
it's-
what we then we
difficult
want to like
terrain.
basically take this line. If I draw this line, can you see it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. From the R in Tribor.
Yep.
To
So that's where you're
Wyvern Tor.
camping right now. Yeah.
Yes,
So
the
one,
R in
two,
Tribor.
3, 4,
Mm.
5. You would have to camp once more, but then on the third day you get to Wyvern Tor.
Okay, cool.
That's doable.
It's like,
Constellation.
it's like those experiments they did when they gave spiders LSD.
Guys, I think we have to go all the way to Neverwinter, right
It
here.
does, Turbo KKB.
Yeah, it's actually
no,
just
Mount
scaled
Hotch
over.
now.
Thanks, Jess.
Oh yeah, Mount Hunt now.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
so
up there.
hot now on Mount Hot now.
It's the name comes from is it hot enough for you now?
Wow.
Literally, that's the origins of the name.
Oh my god, amazing.
Hot now.
Say what now? Hot now?
Thanks, Ed
So then we'll
Greenwood.
camp
Can appreciate it.
into the hills, I guess, towards Wyvern Tor.
So close to be able to say that in person. We've just got like 2 degrees of separation to Mr. Greenwood. So close. So Perry was taking that first watch. Actually, sorry,
Yeah.
roll a little dice here. Okay. Is there any discussion over the evening meal or?
Soleil is very much still quite paranoid over the whole doomed situation and what happened with the shrine. So very much kind of like still kind of keeping an eye over her shoulder as well as just kind of munching away at the stew. I'm assuming we're having stew or some sort, but
Yep. Bacon stew, of course.
So, like, do you want me to throw salt
Something
over your shoulder?
vegetarian?
Would that? I mean, bacon bits.
Bacon. Bacon. It's fine. Sorry, what you say, Run?
So, like, you want me to throw salt over your shoulder? Would that at least let you sleep a little better? You've been out of it since you prayed.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Hand me the salt.
Okay.
So a little bit of a theatre thing here. Whenever you say Macbeth in a theatre, this is what you're meant to do.
Really?
She throws the salt over her shoulder, spins around 3 times, spits on the floor, and I can't remember what you have to say, but yeah, you can't come back in until someone lets you back in into the
I've
building.
heard.
So she does like some sort of like little iteration ritual of that. So, all right, should be good, should be good, should be good.
Yeah,
I've heard every theater has their own version of that too.
Oh, really?
Like a different like ritual, basically.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, I knew you were supposed to
There's a
call
few
it.
superstitions.
Right, I knew you were supposed to call it the Scottish play, but I didn't know there was ways to recover from having said it by mistake.
Yeah, like you're
Makes
not
sense.
really meant to say it in a theater, even though I work in a theater and I always say it. I'm just like,
You what?
yeah, I'm Scottish. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. So she does that wee thing, and then it's like, all right, I feel a bit better now. Thank you, Runt. Yeah.
Well, I think now we know we're in this for a long haul. Before, we were just chasing after kind of, I don't know, what felt like a bit more short-term things to fix certain problems, but we've become a part of something a little bigger. So I kind of want to ask everyone, what's making you continue on in this mess, in this, I don't know, weird transformations and strange events and spiders and drow and a whole bunch of goblinoid clans and a dragon and an ancient weird magic thing. So yeah, good. I think it's good to know for each of us to understand why we're all in this.
Well, I mean, I kind of want answers. I've been talking a lot with the sister, and I feel like where we're going, I'll be able to get answers about where I'm from, what the fuck happened to me in those years I don't remember, and now is it a bit cliche to say I'm going on a journey of self-discovery? Because I suppose I'm also trying to discover about my nan, and she looks over at Runt. I feel like this is a little bit like the Pedro Pascal meme. Like, you should know this too.
And you should know this too.
Yeah.
He does like the face.
Yeah. And really about your past as well, Runt, because from what I keep hearing is that no one, apart from little Pip and children who have actually been born in Phandelver, no one is actually from there.
Yeah.
I just need to know. I just need some answers.
It's kind of weird, right? Think about it. None of us were born from Phandelver, but we swear more loyalty to it than we did our old homes, our own pasts. Soleil. Sorry, Soleil. If it would help you and your conscience, you deserve to know who you were before all this. I think whatever discovery you need to make will be there to support it.
I just want to know, if anyone I know is alive, like my mother or something, I only know my
sure
dad.
we'll find some answers, and I hope we find good, helpful ones. I'm not acting out of any loyalty to a small village, to be honest. I like the people, some of the people in Phandelver, but it's not about Phandelver for me. It's a bit bigger.
What does bigger look like?
Well, I always complained about life in Phandelver and just being an apprentice to a wizard in a small town, barely a town even, and how there's not much room to grow. Well, we just discovered something immediately life-changing. And it feels like finding a bit of a purpose. Then, of course, what happened with my father. So it's curiosity with finally having something I can do that's worthy of time, but also vengeance.
Just be sure that when you go down that path of vengeance that you don't do it by yourself, because that can get messy. Especially for yourself.
I can't say I know what vengeance is. I thought I did. Now that I'm actually feeling like I want it, I don't know what it is. I just know I want it.
That's something we'll come to understand when we're basically holding the tip of the sword to with whom you're trying to get vengeance upon.
Yeah. So I guess I don't know, get back to you guys if I know what that's supposed to be. Because right now I'm just very angry.
We can burn that bridge when we get to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I mean, you have every right to be angry with what they did to your father and now your mentor. But
I don't know if I'm angry at her. I don't know how I feel about her. It's a bit confusing. She found power and she went after it. I don't see that as a bad thing. But what is that power and what did she do for it and what does that mean and did she have to do it that way? So I don't... there's too much I don't know about what she's done.
Nothing wrong with power. You know, occasionally it comes from a bad source, but it's what you do with it and what you had to do to get it that defines whether or not you're using it for helping others or hurting others.
Yeah.
Great
So I
power
haven't...
comes great responsibility.
thanks, Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben told me that before he was brutally killed.
Ben trivia, what a tragedy.
I know. He didn't even make it to level 3. Didn't even know any subclass features.
You keep talking about subclasses and levels. What are those? Do you have nomenclature that we are not privy to?
It's fine. It's fine. It's an MLM thing. It's all right.
Let me tell you about my great subclasses. Now, if you get 3 other people to get to level 3 and get their subclass feature.
What is a subclass feature?
Sorry, John.
I don't know what these things are, and I've read every book that I could get my hands on.
I pull out the DM manual. Every book?
That I could get my hands on, except the children's books and of course the books that had to do with cooking.
Guess you're not making dinner
it's
tonight
in those
then.
books.
About
Harry
you, man?
brings out this thing from his bag that it's like it looks like an apothecary like tackle box like sort of like a fishing
A tackle box, yeah.
box. But then he pulls it out and it's got like levels and drawers and it's just basically like doubles in size and it's just like various like spices and like cured meats and like knives for different things. It's like, oh, I'm making dinner. And Harry makes like a gourmet stew or something.
Well, while you're cooking, why are you in this?
Oh, well, it is one last job for me. Now, all this big hullabaloo with the brain worms we've got and these weird interdimensional beings and monsters and energies that we got to deal with, they're all connected. Just because we, stop Nesnar, or just because we find your old master, just because, you know, maybe we get rid of the brain worms we got. Maybe we you know, solve those problems. They're all just symptoms to some sort of greater problem we've yet to uncover. That's the job, and we got to do it. Sure, it started out as just a simple, oh, clear out the cave, there's a goblin mutant in there, but that's how it starts. It's always how it starts. And the next thing you know, you're killing God. Not to say that we might be killing God, but, you know, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. You never played a JRPG?
What is a JRPG?
It starts off that you're just killing goblins and you end up killing God.
I don't really want a JRPG.
So Leia
if that's
opens
what
up a play like a game guide.
A Famicom. A Super Famicom.
All these books and lies.
What's
Like, what
this
the fuck are
like
you guys
Final
reading?
Fantasy?
Advent
Turbo?
Children. Tactics Advance. Not even the original Tactics? The Game Boy Advance remake? Yeah.
While he's
Most of that was in
listing,
character, I would say.
While he is listing made-up words,
They're children's games.
what's
They're
keeping
like-
you in all this?
They're like board games.
It's kind of funny you ask. You know, Soleil talked about maybe getting connections to the past. Harry's talking about connections to the future, our future, a mystery. I think I'm just in it for the moment, you know? There are questions that I could have answered, but what would that do, right? My family's not around. Why would I want to know? They're not here. And kind of gestures to the rest of you. I've already got the family I need, so why do I need to answer a question about a family that's not here? And these brain things? And he'll, at this point, talk in the group chat. I mean, there's so much that we don't know, but we're all connected to it, so it means something. I'd rather just figure this all out in the moment, you know? These are things that we're asking now. And I'm curious about the now. So why don't we talk about the now?
Well, right now I'm pretty fucking hungry.
We'll
Yeah, your
wait
stomach's
no
been growling
longer,
ever
and
since
then
the
I
salt.
start serving.
But Run, don't you want to know your origins? What made you into the person you are?
I've already answered that, haven't I? By doing what I've done. Same thing for you, I'm sure. Whether you were born here, whether or not you found your way here, none of that matters. Who you are in Phandelver, that's who you are.
Just echoes. By doing what I've done.
So-
By doing what I've done. By doing
So
what I've done.
profound.
And we smash
What
cut
have
back
you
to
done, brother?
Phandelver. They're all dead!
Oh,
They're
no.
all dead!
So dark.
God.
Now, Ron, it doesn't necessarily matter where you're from, or even, you know, who your family was, because it's the actions that we do from the present moment onward that define us.
Well, if you're not interested in the past and you're interested in the now, what's keeping you in whatever this strange thing we're doing? Why not go explore the now in a nice city or pick up an entirely new job? Why is Grunt today here, this camp, off to go to Livermore?
It's one of us, after all.
Because you
Then
guys
I
are
wiggle
my
my
now.
alien worm.
You guys are my now. I don't want to leave you.
That's sweet of you.
We're in this
And
together
Soleil would never forgive
until the
me.
end.
Could you imagine if Soleil found out I just left for another job in Neverwinter?
Masalaya, could you leave? Could you leave us? Like, don't you want to stay and stick it out until we figure out what this whole thing is together?
you say Leia or Soleil?
Yeah, I wasn't
I
sure.
guess
I heard Soleil.
Sorry, I think I said Leia because she asked the question, right?
Soleil.
Oh,
Leia.
I heard Soleil, so I wasn't sure.
The Leia
No,
Queen.
No.
You asked you
Yeah.
asked Grunt. I'm just throwing the question back at you. Do you think that until we finish this that you would want to leave?
No.
We're kind of in this together. I mean, we have a goddamn telepathic connection.
No,
He says
I don't.
telepathically.
I think this is the most interesting place to be right now. I ask just because, aside from the pressing things, really, nothing is stopping anyone from just deciding, you know what, not for me, and going and doing other things. It's a choice to be here. It's a choice we all made, and I'm happy for it, but it's a choice.
That is very true.
On that note, goodbye. Kidding.
Valid, look,
Wait,
you
I don't
need
need to be
go
here.
off
Smoke bomb.
and start a new temple. No one will stop you.
I don't know. I do hear this
At least not us.
really cool fire god that's just come about.
Don't let your god hear you
All
say
hail.
that. You might be
Alright,
doomed. Doomed.
Yeah. Oh god. It's like something out
Well,
The
I think
Simpsons,
that was a good conversation. I am tired. As I will finish eating and go rest.
I think Perry prepares for like the watch. The watch.
Oh, watch.
Now my watch begins.
Slay, you
I
want the
couldn't
watch
remember
after
what it
his?
Do we have
We'll
to
take it
determine
together.
a watch order? Like do we each watch for like 2 or 3 hours so that the others can get some sleep or something like that? How does
Yes,
that work?
that's right.
Yeah.
I'll go first.
Did you say you want to go together, Run? I mean, I can't sleep anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But maybe this will help you sleep. We'll talk it through.
Alright.
Oh, do you guys want to go first?
Unless you
No.
want to go first.
Well, I mean, like, if you're not gonna sleep, you might as well go first.
Alright, we'll go first then.
I'll wake me after you guys are done talking or whatever.
We'll try to be
Get some
quiet.
goddamn sleep. Kids these days.
God.
What's up with
The
these
kids
old
these
people?
days, they don't get enough sleep. They're always staring at their screens. I'm getting more and more Southern American as the
I know,
game
I
Yeah.
was like,
Yes.
I don't remember this accent. I don't remember
Like, it
anything.
didn't start that way, but
It
here we
didn't.
are.
It didn't.
I'm
did
enjoying
it?
Who are you really, Perry?
I don't remember. I don't remember what the voice was.
Oh god.
Have they never done a graveyard shift before? Unbelievable.
Far too many times, mate. You know that. So I used to come and, well, let's just say sit on the wall together whenever I'd be working.
Exactly. They don't get that. We do.
So the way you said that, is that a euphemism for something? Is that-
They're just roommates. Damn it, Jeff.
No,
They
we,
were
we,
roommates.
we spent time sitting on the wall, smoking a couple of things. We definitely didn't do that. No.
We were picking some mushrooms.
Yeah, exactly.
They were mushing some pick rooms.
Okay, so yes, you take your watch. Would you like to each make a perception check, or one of you with advantage?
I will give Soleil advantage.
Okie dokie karaoke.
Gotta shake off that natty one.
Alright. So perception. Okay. Well, 22.
Nice.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Okay, so you guys are kind of looking into the fire and talking about everything, and keeping an eye about, keeping an ear open.
Yeah.
I think actually you all have a particular ability where you can chat on watch psychically and still be listening fully with your ears.
Ears just gonna go fucking like,
Kind of just poking.
like deers do, just like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, just in headlight.
And as the two of you are talking, Runt, suddenly Soleil just puts a dainty hoof on your arm to stop the psychic conversation.
Oh, we established she had fingers.
Yes, she does.
How does she hold anything?
Rather than the palm of my hand, it's the hoof of my hand.
A fingered hoof.
Yes.
A finger
Ew.
hoof.
Do you remember that the Adventure Time where like the deer takes off the
I'm
hoof,
not
like,
that
their
deer.
gloves?
Oh yeah.
I think I
You are
stabbed
that deer,
the
you are.
confession once. No.
You are that.
At least I'm not the poo-brained horse, okay?
Facts.
Didn't the horse turn out to be the Ice King?
Yeah, it was Simon.
Oh, Simon.
The two of you starts to hear shifting in the trees. And I will leave our adventurers today
Ah.
as,
Wow.
without the element of surprise, because you did beat their stealth check, dark shapes swoop from the trees near the trail. And that is where we will pick up next time.
What?
Ew.
Tell us what they
Lovely.
are.
Ew.
Okay, thank you, dear friends.
Thank you,
Sound
John.
the mind horn.
Perry, I mean, you had initially said you were going to be on this first one. I rolled to see which watch they came on, and it was this first one. So I thought it was going to be Perry on their own, but the last minute switch through with
They said they
Soleil
weren't
and
gonna
Runt.
sleep.
Yeah.
They said they weren't gonna sleep.
Very nice. Okay, thank you for everyone who's been hanging out. It's been good to have you all in chat, and these lovely players of mine as well. Let us see where you can find them when they're not on the Tribor Trail, about to be attacked by something. And then
Something.
we should be on our merry way.
What is that something?
Before we go and get ourselves a long rest too. Go, Runt! Your good self.
Friends, hi, thank you for joining us for some Midnight Terrors. I am not your sleep paralysis demon, Mike, literally Grim in chat. For now, you can find me here. When you close this stream, you close me too, but fear not. For the time that we have together, I will always remember all of the laughs that we had during today's stream.
If you don't watch me, I die.
Exactly.
I do.
Welcome back.
I do believe in Mike.
Thank you. And Soleil, your good self.
Hello, I'm Mai, aka Myrit the Pirate. I played lovely Soleil today. You can find me on the digital plane as Myrit the Pirate or Myrit Pirate over on X. Most of the places I'm at are YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok, and other things. I'm currently taking a break from Quest Junkies because I'm in the middle of rehearsing for the pre-mentioned Macbeth as the lady herself. But other than that, I'm usually playing over there Monday and Wednesday nights when I'm not rehearsing for a big ass play. Over in Quest Junkies, so go and check me out there. Mondays for Dania, Wednesdays Wildmouth. They're just a fun gang anyway, so just go and check them out, even if I'm not there, please. And here every other Saturday, of course.
Thank you. Perry Trivia.
Shezlens in the chat. Shezlens on all socials. Follow me if you want to see the occasional picture of Japan, or if you want to see the wild staff party I went to last night, where
Oh, yeah.
all my teachers were getting hammered and singing the anime songs on karaoke. It's a fun time.
Excellent. Yeah, I miss the Board of Education Enkais we used to have. It was great.
Oh, you were a BOE ALT?
Mm-hmm. All of us were
Oh.
in my day.
Well, oh, you guys didn't have base schools?
We all lived in Tyra.
What? Man, dude.
Mhm.
Yep.
Parties. If I lived in Tyra, man, I'd never be sleeping. Never see me in D&D.
All right.
We have stories to tell you.
In my day.
Back in your day.
Hey, me and Runt can share a porch and a story or two in a while. I will have to find a building with a porch first, but hey.
In
Oh, yeah.
Japan, good fucking luck.
And last but not least, by any measure you care to employ, Leia Castell.
Hey, today I was Leia, and I will be Leia every other Saturday here, so join us. But in the normal world, the boring world, I'm corporate goblin by day, and the rest of the time I spend it trying to tell stories of Middle Eastern history through tabletop gaming. Have an exciting lunch coming up where we'll be delving into Vampire the Masquerade based in Dubai, and also a new homebrew world that we're building based off of pre-Islamic history in 5e. So
you said
follow
launch,
me
didn't you?
to hear about that.
They said you had an exciting lunch coming up. I was like, you had like a lunch meeting about
Oh.
doing Vampire the
Oh,
Masquerade?
no.
Launch.
No,
Launch.
launch.
Yes.
No lunch for the vampires.
Ugh, not the daytime meal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Midnight lunch. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. The other 12 o'clock. Okay. And we are PhoenixUK. We play lots of D&D and other TTRPGs, and it's always a pleasure to hang out and tell stories and enjoy chat and things with you fine people. And we will be back at the end of the weekend, hopefully, unless some family stuff calls me away with Tomb of Annihilation. But then we have the fabulous Candlekeep Mysteries coming next week as well. And then we'll be back with this lot and that Centre's Tyranny lot later on in the month. Cannot wait to carry on. Do check out all of those people that have been going by in the chat. Let me drop those in one more time. Boop. I think that's right. Should be right.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Hey.
Yep.
Definitely go and check out the awesome DM Charlie Gaming, an awesome group of professional DMs ready to take you off on adventures or just to give you advice and generally be a nice place to hang out. And I'll come back to Troll Games in a second. CZRPG doing all sorts of amazing. They have a great newsletter with freebies once a week, and you can get a nice map pack for joining that. Look out for all their cool stuff. Lots of cool one-shots and beautiful design. Phoenix Dice for those gorgeous click-like mathrooks. I can confirm that Michelle and everyone are perfectly fine and safe after the Taiwanese earthquake. Sent them a message right away, and they were all good. And as I said, coming back to Troll Lord Games, they have themselves a rather snazzy Kickstarter going on right now. Go and check out the fabulous Gary Gygax's World Builders Archive on Kickstarter now. A fantastic series for anyone with a passion for fantasy settings and world building. All sorts of tomes, 10 volumes in total, I think. For advice on homebrewing your physical world and names and making cities and guilds and even multiversal stuff. Absolutely incredible resource, whatever system you're using. That's, I think, into its last week now. You can ask them yourself. I think we're about to go and have a raid into said Troll Games right now, as they are live at the moment. So please do go and check them out. Awesome stuff, funded in minutes, so you're definitely going to get sorted there, and they've got shipping partners around the world to get you hooked up with that good stuff. Okay, thank you everyone, absolute pleasure as always, and we look forward to seeing you next time. But till then, stick around for that raid if you've got them. Those phoenixes fly. Until next time, as like say around these parts, Oyasumi.
Oyasumi.
Yes.
Oyasumi.
Enjoy.
Good night, y'all.